Infamous's turn to ban.
Clockwork had a very high win rate.
I'm missing Earthspirit. He has a really good Earthspirit, which Secret haven't really been using that much, I think. But well, we'll see if they decide to run this tournament. Anyway.
I like it, the Secret banners. They actually look really cool with the way they like tail off at the bottom.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
They're very nice.
5 seconds.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Pay some good money for those.
So, okay, going into this series, I think most people are expecting Secret to be the favorites and maybe take this one 2-0. But I think you should, in this kind of tournament, don't underestimate any team, and I think that's also the mentality that Secret has, that they need to. I would agree that Secret are favorites, but I don't think it wouldn't surprise me
if Infamous take a game or even both. And I don't know what the most likely outcome is. It might actually be Raw, but I believe Secret drew in the first set against Empire.
Yes.
And is this the first set of Infamous, or did they play?
This is the first set.
This
Infamous have not played a game until now.
So that also means that Secret have limited information, and on the contrary, Infamous have seen some of Secret's plays, so they have a little bit more info to go on. And that is going to result in a Darkseer and Furion ban, and Secret will get rid of Bad Rider and
the most sought after support. Assassin.
He has won every game we cast today.
10 seconds remaining.
1 or 2 games. So it was run by OG in game 1.
5 seconds.
Yeah, and then in the first series we
ran that.
You had the information. I can't tab out, or else we don't transmit audio.
Who needs audio? Okay,
People tuning in.
I'm gonna have a look. So the first set we had was. What am I even looking?
Upside for Kaizu is upside for all the team secrets. Like Kaizu could also play the Nyx Assassin offlane.
We'll just say it was played twice. I'm not finding it now.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay, well this is a change of pace.
Faceless Void first phase, Elder Titan second phase. Welcome to
no,
SA
that's
Dota.
also first phase. Second pick.
A second pick. That's a second phase.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here for me, bro.
Yeah, I'm here to make you look bad. That's trying my best to drag you down.
You don't have to try.
10 seconds
I did it all by myself.
I can handle myself. I'm an idiot.
5 seconds.
My speciality, my reputation. Don't make me look smart in Dota. I'm not allowed to do that.
This is so this is a classic opening for like 1 or 2 years ago. This Elder Titan Void has been run. A great team fight synergy, obviously. A bit surprised to see it as the choice here for Infamous because I consider Nyx Assassin one of the better heroes against Elder. The problem that Elder faces is the Spirit can just get carapaced and then your entire combo is just broken, and the concept of your hero is to be a combo breaker in itself. So if your combo break fails, you're not that much of a hero half the time. Secret are gonna immediately grab a second pick Storm for mid 1.
You know what this feels like? This feels like the way OG drafted before. I'm just gonna grab everything that I feel confident with.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna go with that. We're gonna play our style, and it's maybe the best thing that Puppy can do up against a team like Infamous, where you know they're gonna do something quirky. You know they're gonna actually like probably just go all out team fight and say this is the way we're gonna win. We just run at you kind of style. So you get a highly maneuverable mid, you get a really disrupting support, and everything else can just fall into place as long as you're laning
10
phase.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
I think Secret are already planning for how do we just not play team fight if we don't want to. Storm is a good choice for that. Obviously, he's very fast at pushing out waves. He's, as you mentioned, good at being elusive and not getting caught by these kind of combos. And they can still take this in multiple directions. They could go for like something like a Lifestealer Bomb if they want to play the Storm very aggressive, very kill hungry, or they can play more of a split push approach where they just avoid fights and then scale very well. There's plenty of possible picks here for Team Secret now. Infamous getting rid of the Necrophos that Secret played earlier today and the Drow Ranger. Not sure if Secret had a plan of going for Drow with this, but it definitely can work with Storm. Yeah. Secret banning the Viper. I believe that's a hero Infamous have played a decent amount in the past. So they're obviously going off pre-TI matches only for now.
Yeah. Well, that's all they have to work with, so...
Yeah, and Infamous may have changed a lot of things around, who knows?
Well, the last tournament Infamous played at was Final Battle in Peru. They needed to change a lot after that. They looked very disorganized would be a better way to, like, the best way I can describe it. The qualifier was good, but all the teams that were in the qualifier played in that tournament as well, and they got knocked out in the lower bracket round 2. Like,
okay.
They did not get far, and they looked very, very unsettled. They couldn't synergize well as a team, and I feared like this draft could just keep going into an overcompensation kind of thing, where it's like, let's just all 5-man team fight this. This is the only way we can win, kind of style. Like you just.
Oh, let's give them a chance to play first.
We'll give them a chance. We're not going to assume they're Archon. Maybe they have a chance.
That's pretty.
That's not rude.
Yeah.
Falk admitted that himself. Wait.
Oh.
That was when Gerg was walking around in the downstairs area wearing his suit on the wildcard day, saying, "My boys are going to lose. I'm not going to have another chance to wear this." So we're already out of the tournament. It's like, wow.
Okay.
That was a hard run, though.
It's nothing like confidence. Confidence is good.
Confidence from your manager. Queen of Pain. So again, another good team fighter. A good lane.
Yeah, good lane matchup against Storm.
Yep.
One of the worst matchups for Storm in mid. Storm's weakness is that he has no mobility until 6, and he can't really put pressure on most heroes because, you know, he's good against melees because you can use the static remnant to deal damage, but against the Queen of Pain who outranges you, the only way you can fight back is dropping a remnant and then getting an overload proc, but that's never going to amount to the same as Quap does. Oh, wow!
Hi!
That's a hero we completely forgot was actually available for once. And it will get grabbed by Secret on 3rd pick.
Has there actually been any... Like, there's been no game we've cast today where he's gotten past the 2nd ban phase.
Not even past the first.
Like, not even past the first. He was banned out in every first
Banned
phase.
every game. Yeah.
Okay. So, the question then we start to beg is, who's playing what? Like, you're roaming... Like, one of these... Like, Earthshaker or Nyx must be a roaming hero. So, who becomes Kez? Who's
It's an offlane Shaker, I'm pretty sure.
Offlane Shaker?
Yeah, I think so. So, a couple of good spell steals here. Impale is pretty good. Fissure is fantastic. It's one of the best spells you can steal in all of Dota with Rubik. It's better than a lot of ultimates spell steal.
Yep. He's
so
actually
nice.
got instant control over the Storm Spirit too.
Instant lift, very good. Null Field is good this game as well. Secret are very magic intensive right now. So, I think it's a pretty alright Rubik pick. And it plays into Infamous's game plan fairly well, I think. Now they have like someone who can maybe set up the other Titan early on in the lane so that they can get kills. They have the team fight that Rubik can also bring. It plays into this like 5-man style. Null Field obviously gets a lot better when you actually are organized as a 5-man unit instead of in skirmishes. Null Field is generally not that valuable. Then Rubik is more about his other 3 skills, but
it's pretty alright. Triggered by the fact that the on the top and Dire is on the bottom.
What's that?
When Dire is on the top side of the map.
Just look at the background, Toby. That should give it away.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
I think, Toby, the side with the satanic candles is Dire. One with nice green grass and cows walking around is Radiant.
Keeper of the Light.
You know what?
And also the one with Keeper of the Light is probably the Radiant.
Why can Dire not have nice things?
I don't know. Put a little bit of dark grass there. And then the candles can light it up and they can start a...
Bushfire?
Yeah. Much. Forest fire.
But then they'll become the Radiant. Like, fire-torn areas actually have, like, the
5 seconds.
The way the ecosystem resets.
That's the next step for Dota is, like, environmental effects. And then there's, like, wind in the mid lane, then you can't hit power shot and stuff.
You imagine like a Miranda arrow
like
that will actually get cursed by wind. You gotta watch your wind gauge before you can cast abilities. Everything becomes a skill shot.
Yeah, it's like all of those golf games you play on the computer. It's correct for the win. And then there's like the grass is burning, so in this area you can't get enough oxygen to play more. I don't know.
No, we're just gonna add like ricochets. I'm gonna bounce the arrow off Roshan's ass, and it's gonna hit the hero perfectly.
I don't think that would happen.
No.
But everything else was very like...
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the game. Caudle Nyx support duo is very uncharacteristic. I think Keeper of the Light is a very powerful hero in the right hands and in the right type of game. This game, I think there's nothing that's good against Caudle on the side of Infamous, so I really like it. Caudle's biggest problems are being scouted, which I guess Elder Titan can do somewhat, but it's not that reliable compared to many other heroes. And heroes that jump on you and just kill you. And Void doesn't have the longest range. Caudle plays from really far back, so he hates heroes like Spectre. He hates heroes like Nyx that find him and just kill him. Ricky, Bounty Hunter, awful matchups. This game is pretty good. And Secret have some interesting laning options, and there it goes. Okay, that was what it was set up for. EL has been maybe the most surprisingly high-picked hero so far of the tournament. Seen a lot of PL picks already across multiple games.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought we were going to see more Arc Warden, but I was looking through the drafts and I
Yeah,
don't think there was a single one.
No, no arcs yet.
So, yeah, I've lost that compendium predictions. Goodbye.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, but we haven't turned this into, like there has been some level of split push in the games we've at least casted, but all the other games have ended very quickly. Like, I think the average game length is just around 30 minutes at the moment, and a Ricky Maru.
There is the coddle problem. But that, wait.
That's a Ricky 1.
Wait.
Hang on. No, Ben Judge is their 1, so it's a Faces Void 1 position, and Matthew is their 4 position.
Offlane Elder, okay. Now, that's fair enough. That makes sense.
Yeah, King Tekka will be the offlane ET.
That's one of the nice things about Elder Titan as a pick, is that he can play both the 3 and the 4 role. And you can choose at the end what you think is most important. I actually think Ricky is really good this game, so I hope we get to see some good plays out of Matthew. I mentioned the coddle counter in it. He's really good against PL, because PL can't use his doppelganger under smokescreen. He can't even manta out of it, so it's like one of those annoying things that either you itemize for or you have to really play around the Ricky. Great against Storm Spirit, similar logic. Nyx, similar logic, actually. This is a really nice Ricky game, and a very... You know, this might not be the type of hero that Secret has the most experience playing against either. It's not picked very much lately. I'm just saying Matthew has the golden blades, you know. Golden blades on the back, experienced player. That's how to play Ricky.
I'm wondering why all the heroes actually lost everything they had. We failed and returned to matchmaking.
I think we're fine. Just a...
Nation failed, returned to matchmaking.
I've seen this error before, and it goes away. There you go.
Yay!
It's just a visual thing. It's a bug that happens sometimes.
I think everyone lost their sets though.
Oh,
no, they've got them now.
Oh, we're good.
On my screen it was gone, and then it came back. Alright, so hey, nothing to worry about. But very quick board up from Yapsor. We're looking to block the pull point of Infamous. They cannot control that top lane. And we're seeing Secret actually switching lanes up a little bit. So they're going to put Kezu onto the Earthshaker. Now they've switched. Like, they were actually the other way around on our draft screen, and they've actually switched. So Yapsor is now the Nyx Assassin, Kezu is now the Earthshaker, and they were sending PL to the top. So they're looking to find out extra information. They'll see Faces Voids up on the top lane thanks to their Observer Ward, and we'll see where they move from there. And it looks to be the aggressive lane. They're going to run PL Coddle.
Seconds to battle.
Yep. Secret have run this Coddle aggressive times before. And they generally have pretty good success in their lanes, and then it's about whether that transitions into a good mid-game or not. I believe it was one of the things they lost against Planet Odd with in the last LAN that they played against each other, where Planet Odd just lost that lane really hard, but came back and beat them. That's how I remember it anyway.
They come in to contest, they need to slow, they need to control, or they can just take the rune.
Yep.
And I think the majority of our games, the Radiant side, have invaded successfully into the Dire jungle and taken 3 out of the 4 runes.
Yeah, Matthew was too late on the bounty rune. Tried to steal it away from mid 1, so best timing from him. He had to walk all the way top to place this lane ward and was there too late. Would imagine he's still going to start in mid with Tomato's Queen of Pain, and they're just going to immediately lay into mid 1 here and put some pressure. Knowing that there's an aggro tri-lane is really valuable information.
He just got...
no.
He even tangoed it at the start, so...
Alright, that ain't good.
Oh, and Yapsor's going to rotate over too. So they Shadow Strike on top of mid 1, but with a quick mana burn, Yapsor is just going to be a pain in the butt. Burn him out. And you're going health consumables. You don't want to get a clarity into this mid lane for the Quap early on. And that leaves a one-on-one matchup. Earthshaker versus Elder Titan. Surprisingly, well, I suppose not that surprisingly, he went for the fissure, but Totem and Aftershock. If Kezu just decides to focus on that, he could easily just destroy that bottom lane.
I imagine this is a Shaker favorite matchup. For now, Elder Titan's going to be very strong with the early point in Astral Spirit. If he tries to go aggressive on Kezu, he will win the man fight a little bit, but in the long run, when Kezu gets level 3 and 4, this Aftershock is going to be way too much to deal with.
A lot of Tomato with the GG branch. Yeah, Ironwood branch now.
Yeah.
So top lane, very much up in the face. Poppy's just allowing MP to spam and harass.
You keep
Kezu tries to make life very, very difficult for the ET. That courier off to just roaming up the river. Confident courier. Fastest way to get it from the mid to the top lane.
I'll tell you something, this Queen of Pain is really annoyed right now. Playing against Mana Burn with Quap sucks. It's super annoying. He actually doesn't even have Mana to blink right now, so they're gonna go aggressive on him. I think it's fine.
One more hit with the overcharge may just be enough. Here comes Matthew. They see him in the trees. The GG branch blocks him out. Yabsor's so low, the attack will be enough. Tomato will take the first blood in mid lane.
What an elaborate bait.
It looks so good, yet so wrong.
I don't blame Secret for trying that kill. That was very close. And understandably, you drain Queen of Pain out of all of her mana. She doesn't blink. You go for that try.
So it brings a quick bottle now to mid one. Came on the back of Yapsor.
Tomato's getting his as well, I believe. And a Clarity. Oh, no, just a Clarity and a Null. Okay, so he's not running bottle first. He's going to go for the double Null, which is pretty standard.
And casual stick.
But I don't know if it's the choice against Nyx if you do that. Okay, Yapsor oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, when I play Nyx, I don't feel like Mana Burn has 1,000 range, but I guess in the right hands it has 1,000 range. How nice. Okay.
Professional players just hacking the game.
Infamous Matthew will get rid of that sentry ward in the mid lane.
Might be a dangerous thing to do. He might lose his Orbs ward as well for it. If Yapsor decides to bring out a sentry and just plant a little bit to the side.
The mid one, well, the mid ward, let's not say mid one, that's going to be really confusing. The mid ward that Infamous have is already down to 1.5 minutes left, so it's not the end of the world if it gets counted.
It's just money.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it makes the sentry free. Bottom lane, King Tekka's going really deep here on Kezu. Is he actually just going to try to dive
He's got bonus damage and bonus movement speed. Oh, the Spirit! He does it solo!
All right.
Well, Infamous 2-0 against Team Secret. Never count out a South American team.
I did not see this coming in this particular matchup. I thought this would be more Shaker favored. The build from Kezu is exactly what I was expecting. You go 1-1-2, and then when the Elder tries to go aggressive on you, you have the Aftershock from Enchant, and then you have the Aftershock from Fissure, and you can just kind of run away. But he must have caught him off guard. He got a kill there. That is a bit surprising to me. Lane played out like that.
Meanwhile, Ben Jazz is doing a good job with his CS on top. Now you think all that pressure would, with like the Coddle as well as PL. Obviously, the pressure's going to get a lot more as they both get more levels up in Chakra as well as Lance. So it's going to get tougher and tougher as time goes on.
Void is one of the heroes that deals with it a bit better because he can at least time walk off one of the nukes, or both if they come simultaneously. He's going to go for Ring of Health here. I was imagining that was going to be the choice. Still didn't have enough sustain. He's out of regen. But now with this ring, it's more or less the same as having a... not a constant tango running, but it's still pretty good.
It happened with Yapsor. He did put down the sentry ward. And he's got two to choose from. You got Ricky Illusion and Ricky Real. But the fact that Yapsor was able to de-ward the...
Yep.
So we got...
to me! Oh, I just realized how much mid one is outplaying Tomato and CS. Wow, that is actually... So this is a Quap favored lane, right?
Yeah.
Mid one is 32-8, and the Queen of Pain of Tomato is 16-7. So he's being doubled up. Of course, there was a lot of pressure from Yapsor, so I don't know how this affects, like... Should definitely help the Storm, but I don't think this is how, on paper, the matchup goes. He's just being outskilled here.
Rotation's coming towards top. It's a 1-1-1 build in for the Ricky, so he does have that smoke screen available. They'll pick up the Keeper of the Light, throw him back down again, and then B can't really do much to save Puppy. In fact, he knew it. He wasn't even going to expend mana to throw out some kind of like intimidation lance.
Really like this build from King Tekka as well in the off. He's going for the old school Elder Titan build, the 0-3-3 build. Which currently hasn't put his level 6 point, but I would imagine it might still go into that aura. This makes you hit really hard. And if you have a one-on-one matchup like this, it's probably the best choice. That's a big... I think that's also why Kezu got caught off guard, because you're really not used to playing against an Elder Titan that goes like this. Look at him just going at him bottom.
Yep.
Level 3 Aftershocks too long.
And support's now arrived.
Instant regret.
He's gonna lose all of that buff that he had, the fissure control. Matthew, oh, he's got this. No, he doesn't have mana for a smoke screen. All he's got is enough to attack Kezu in the back. Yapsor has a mango if he wanted to go for an extra stump, but doesn't feel it's worth it.
He doesn't regret it that much after all.
No, they'll just shrine up anyway.
Yep. Down the Rubik. Probably gonna smoke and look for a pick.
Yeah, wait for the heal. Okay, no, don't wait
King
for
Tekka don't give no shit.
Sorry. You've been Americanized in your couple of days here, have you?
Classic American word. Oh, let's see.
Oh, there goes your pickup.
Splitter.
Into the splitter straight away. Yapsor wants to help out. Spy Carapace is down. He's done. Catches the Ricky. The totem stop. It's going to be so much damage, and the dust is there. Matthew will die in the trees. MP is rotated over as well, looking for the kill onto a cell, who tries to juke it around in the corner. Not going to work. MP will get himself a kill as well. It looked like a fantastic setup, but
this support duo doesn't have damage. That's the problem. Ricky and Rubik need levels to deal damage, and right now, you know, that was even a good combo. They got the Splitter on him, they got the Astral Spirit, he pulled it back, he started hitting, but the amount of stun that Secret have in that lane with both the Nyx and the Shaker being there.
No chance for mid one. Mid one does have his level 6, but the smoke screen could have caused him real problems with the sentry ward. It's still up for the moment, so the smoke screen doesn't really catch mid one off guard enough. Yapsor's rotation in as well meant if Matthew to continue the fight, he may have died. The sentry actually timed out halfway in the middle of that fight.
Wait, is this really happening?
That should help.
Yes. The Radiant are running 3 Soul Rings with Caudle.
Regeneration.
Yep.
There's a Soul Ring on the support Nyx before Boots, Soul Ring on the Shaker, and Soul Ring on the Storm.
Efficiency.
This item seems to be gaining a lot of popularity. Saw it earlier today. EG were running a Soul Ring on the Puck of Universe.
Yep.
Very interesting. Oh, mid lane. Good blink from Tomato. He will get out. The regen running there from mid one is just going to keep it going here with a bit of zip zap.
He doesn't even have Electrical Vortex. He didn't have a way to control up the Queen of Pain, so it really was just force a blink out. If you can't mana burn him, force him to burn abilities. The old-fashioned way.
Tomato would love to have mana in this game. That would be fun.
Yapsor.
Nope.
Here comes Faceless Void. Chronosphere is up, but the double stun. Damn, Yapsor is good. I'm glad I got a plus 25% stun increase on my fantasy card for him.
Not biased at all. Okay.
You know what he's like.
Yeah.
As a support. He was one of the safe bets for a support.
A pretty slow game in some ways compared to the other games we've had today, and I think by nature it's just the support duo of both sides that don't have the same kind of play potential, so it will be a bit slower. Secret do seem to be getting more out of the map, being a bit more efficient than Infamous, but it's still an even early game by all means.
Yeah, 1k gold, 500 experience. The difference, it is swinging the way of Secret, but Infamous is still looking for that opportunity. They want to use the Faceless Void.
Yeah, absolutely. That TP mid is a pretty big loss for him that he doesn't find anything. Yapsor around.
They
Still
don't have
doesn't have
detection.
boots. Do you want to get boots on your Nyx ever? Minute 10.
Doesn't make Soul Ring of it.
It's a stun. Echo will come.
Yeah, with a Vendetta
Good
hit.
smoke screen.
Nice smoke screen. The Chrono will catch out too. The Splitter is there from Tekka, and it slaps back the Earth Shaker. Nyx Assassin needs to run away out this one. He's got no MVs. He cannot TP. There's nothing to do apart from to die to the Faceless Void. Infamous get what they want.
2 quick kills. They don't really lose anything on the map as it looks. Powers are still very healthy. Bottom lane especially, but now the pressure is going to start to be mounted here by Team Secret, so gotta force a rotation down here. Faceless Void, and we will take care of the business here. Or will he?
Gotta be careful when you've got no Chronosphere. Puppy is bringing in help. He's actually bringing in the Nyx Assassin on a recall. So Rubik, oh, that's not what you want to be. Yapsor is stunned. The Illuminat's a little bit off target, but it may not matter. Spy Carapace causing problems, and the attack from Puppy.
It's pretty fast though. Not enough. If there was any assistance coming in from Infamous there, that could have been really interesting. Not the case.
Faceless Void, force a time lapse out. But with that catapult behind it, it's the perfect time for Team Secret to push the lane. Other supports now TPing in. Faceless Void, still no Chrono, but Queen of Pain arrives. Team Secret will give it the respect. They'll back up before the creep. Actually, the tower is within deny range now. The siege creep did enough damage. So it's now up to Secret.
Oh, they got it. They actually got the tower. That
happened?
It didn't get denied. And
Benjaz is being stalked by Yapsor into the tree line. He's moving down.
This is dangerous.
They're looping around. MP's nearby. He's going to time walk out this one with the lance, the Illumina, the damage! Was barely enough.
Would have survived there if he used his stick before time walking, but probably didn't think about it. Now he's going to have this moment of realization where he's going to be like, damn it.
Oh, pick yourself up, go for another kill.
Yep, pretty much. Can't let that affect you too much. A nice kill from Secret nonetheless. That was very good combination of spell usage.
This is nice for mid one.
Double damage.
Double damage room. Just got Chakra up as well.
Pop has the Veil coming in. So now Infamous hitting a power spike right now. Ricky got level 6. They have Chrono again. Queen has the Veil. The Titan is really strong. Infamous's teamfight right now is really nasty if they set it up. So see if they can somehow force that type of play to happen.
I'm still waiting for the double totem. With the Chakra cooldown, the never-ending control that can come from Kazu. I think it's a 6-second like reduction on a 5-second ability, 5-second cooldown ability.
That's true. You can get 2 enchants.
Even though you probably want to start with Echo. Yes, that's the only downside.
You blink Echo and then you instantly get Chakra and then you have 2 enchants. Unlikely.
Yeah, there's no way Puppy can keep up with that range. Well, not no way, it would just be difficult. They observe what the top team's Secret to attack the tier 1 tower, but it's already too late. Infamous are all bottom.
So now, this ward that was just placed in the bottom area by Matthew got spotted by Puppy. He had a sentry and an obs, so he's going to get rid of this. As soon as he gets some vision, oh, he's going there. And you will be seeing a lot of this tournament. Teams have become way more accustomed to this move, where the enemy team is collapsing on your safe lane tower, you collapse on their tower. And it's just the layout of the map and how hard it is to defend this particular tower that this will be happening countless times in this tournament, that you see this exact trade-off. It's very, very normal that you don't try to defend these towers.
But thanks to the double damage rune of mid 1, he actually got a lot more back in return. He went for the mid, but maybe paying the price. Smoke screen is down. Capsule. Oh, there's ET Splitter, Spy Carapace. Messing again with the ET combo, but misses the Impale stun.
Important blinding light there from Puppy, kept him alive for sure.
Kazu got dragged in. He got recalled in. He's 100 gold away from having his blink dash.
Yeah, it's good farm. Actually, every hero on the Radiant is good farm. Very uncharacteristic, but Yapzor is very, like, easily the lowest farmed hero in their team. You know, it's good to see that they're able to adapt. Yap is very commonly considered one of the greediest support players. Like, he's very good at claiming farm around the map, at scaling, at not buying wards, at asking his 5 to buy all the wards when he has 3 items, at asking his... Yeah, okay.
But you see Pup. You sound a little salty there, Sin. Just missed it. They missed the replacing knee and 5. Yeah. But yeah, you see the reason. Like, Puppy is building him for the mech, mid lane, really nice control, Vortex back, and Tomato will drop. But Puppy's trying to go for both the Paw Staff as well as the mech. This is a very expensive thing to do. This is the reason why they were stacking, allowing him to actually farm those stacks as well on the top lane.
Yeah.
I understand the critical items he needs to get, and then Kazu can start buying items.
I think it's a very good game for Aghanims and Pottle, actually. I wonder if he's just gonna... Puppy often keeps this casual buckler. He might just go Aghs after the 4-stack.
Yapzor, Spy Carapace is nice, goes for the stun, gets the double. Over on Rubik and faces Void, keeping him out of the fight. Fissure as well. Current Spear now committed. The Illuminate and Blinding Light, making it very difficult for Infamous to get the damage in, especially when the Illuminate destroys the Rubik with combination of mid 1. Kazu gets the Echo Slam off, faces Void, nowhere to jump to. And that is Team Secret getting the fight that they wanted on top lane.
Infamous were just missing numbers there. That was a very good Chrono plus Elder Titan splitter, but Queen of Pain couldn't connect. Ricky wasn't there, I think.
He was scouting. He was watching the Earthshaker, so he was sitting on top of that dire observer wall behind the tier 1 tower.
But he wasn't
then
really
the fight
casting.
pushed above the tower, so he couldn't go across.
Yeah, okay. And Secret are building a really big advantage already, actually. 6k up, 16 minutes in. It's just raw farm. They're pushing the lanes better, farming more. And Infamous are not managing to connect their plays very well.
Courier snipe.
Yep.
And that's a lot of items on that courier.
mid-1, that is very, very cocky moving up all this way.
Ruben's gonna connect! Benjaz correct on the top lane. Mid-1 could be the confident one, but he just ball lightnings away and TP's out. Team Secret's chaining of abilities is so damn good. It's like perma-stun on a faceless void. They're taking it from 100 to 0 with no ability to time walk. 6 charges or not.
Jump forward, mid-1. That is very aggressive. He doesn't have any mana left.
Yep,
he does have a team though.
He needs to get there in range for the stun, and it won't happen. Tricks of the trade, smoke screen causing enough of interference for Team Secret.
Infamous seemed a little bit disconnected here as well. This mid play, so mid-1 is pushing up the mid lane alone, and the whole team is there, and Ricky is a bit far away. And Rubik runs in, lifts him, throws him back, and the Ricky isn't in range yet to connect. So it's just, they're not really on the exact same page with the moves, I think. Because that mid-1 Storm Spirit movement should have been punished a lot harder than it was. He could have definitely died there, that rotation. They didn't get the kill. And now it's gotta be smoke time and get this chrono used. Sonic Wave in 50. And they need to be feeling like Secret are out farming them really hard right now. They've got to be feeling it.
Yeah, and it's very accurate. 7k, and actually increasing drastically. 7.5k is the net worth advantage for Team Secret. Experience is only a little bit behind that. Thanks to the sentry of Yapsol, he knew the Ricky Maru running around the mid. And then how do you even push this? Like, as Keeper of the Light, you can't keep your creep wave alive. You want to jump into the fight. The Ricky cannot survive a level 4 Illuminate plus 1 extra ability. The Rubik has wand, boots, and then 2 smokes and a TP scroll. He can't stand anywhere near the front line, which leaves Faceless Void. And Benjaz in the back of his mind is, I keep getting killed. I can't even time walk out.
He's going Battle Fury.
Regeneration.
It's gonna be hard, man. I think it's gonna be real hard this game to run a Battle Fury. I get what the idea is. You're playing against the PL. You need to farm. You want to have the cleave for the PL illusions. I just don't think they're in a position in this game right now where they will be able to get away with this.
Yeah,
it's a very low value item for a long time, and he's already struggling.
We were talking about this in the earlier series, right? Like, what happens when you go for like Battle Fury over things like Maelstrom, which appears to be a lot more efficient. I guess like the old PLs where you have like mass amounts of illusions pushing down the lane, which is too much to deal with. You need to cleave for that. If Maelstrom would help you, but you finish a full Mjolnir and then maybe you'd have enough. Now the Maelstrom's enough to deal with what PL does throw at you. At least in the early game.
Oh, he changed his mind. He's going Linken's.
Okay. So that's gonna... The ES is still gonna get through that. I suppose Nick's mana burn would counter a little bit of that, but then if Puppy really wants to, he'll commit his 4-staff to catching
Secret definitely have ways of dealing with it, but it puts extra pressure on them to be in the right position with the right ability.
Void. Oh! Caught him on the edge of the Chronosphere. The Fish will buy some time. The Echo Slam as well! Kenzu is hit 3 perfectly on the back lines. Storm Spirit may die. He'll be back up in a second thanks to Bloodstone. The Luna flies through, catches the back line, so Puppy will find that kill. Faceless Void. He's completely bone dry. 3 heroes gone. Matthew will run west where the skies are blue. And Tomato will TP himself all the way back to safety of the team of the fountain.
Still a net win for Infamous. Yeah, it was 3 for 2, but they got 2 big kills. They got 2 cores. Lost the support and 2 cores themselves, but having this big of a lead. That was a lot of gold for the Queen of Pain. For what it's going to turn into. Is this going to be the Orchid build-up?
It looks to be.
Or an Echo Saber, Toby, you never know.
He has Orchid in his quick buy, so I'm going to go for Orchid.
There are other reasons to believe that.
Good ones. A lot of good ones. Alright, Team Secret are on the hunt, trying to see who's scouting where. That's why they put the Remnant down from mid-1. Being someone will walk into their dastardly trap. And there they go. Now they know someone's farming. The Yapsol will have to wrap around. Sentry Ward defensively planted down from Infamous. And already Queen of Pain, like, doesn't even finish farming up the mud columns, blinks away. allowing Yabs to walk right underneath the sentry ward, having no reveal. Now Storm Spirit jumps forward. Benjaz already commits the Time Walk. He's expecting all of the initiation to come in, but the Fidget from Kezu in the right spot. They'll slam down the face of Void. Maybe the tricks of the trade. No! He tried to Time Walk once more. Fraction of a second away from completing it. The dust is out. So Ricky is being revealed, but what do you do? Commit Splitter into this? Smoke screen's down again. The Splitter is there, but it'll hit absolutely nada. The mech is done instead from the Keeper of the Light, and PL, he's going in. They've got the Fuser Blade up. Rubik will be dying inside the base, or will he? He has the Doppelganger to escape with.
All spells have on Rubik.
But Team Secret are just chipping the tier 3. They have to back out of this. They've got the Catapult, but 22 minutes in, they don't have enough sustain just to keep this going. Or maybe, yeah, with Chrono up, yeah, it's not worth it.
So that could have, again, it's another one of those moments where it seems like Infamous just aren't able to connect. Tomato, I think, on the Queen of Pain playing without a TP scroll in that moment, unless I was missing something. And that could have, again, been a pretty good turnaround fight for them. The biggest problem so far in this game has been their just lack of just being on the same page in coordination and playing around each other to line up. Meanwhile, Secret has been very swift and very good at connecting their heroes.
Patience from Yapsaw. Courier, got him! Misses the stun on Benjaz, but Kezu's here. And they're quite happy to break the Lincolns with the mana burn. Doppelganger MP can just send his illusions in. The Spire Carabas will hold him there to get burnt off a little bit more. Void really wants that Chrono. Mid one being dragged in. Have they got the control? There's no silence out on him. In fact, actually on the Storm Spirit. Echo Slam and the Illuminate. The damage. Still not enough to save the Storm Spirit. And Benjaz actually commits a Space Creation Chrono to get back into relative safety.
He actually didn't die. Wow. Here comes Ricky.
I'm not certain why. I suppose you still got the confidence, but there's no Sonic Wave, there's no Chronosphere. That heal from Team Secret just wasn't enough.
Yeah, stalking again. He won't find anyone just yet. He does have a dust though, so if Ricky walks through any sort of sentry, anyway, do they even have a sentry?
No,
it's pretty far away.
They got the dust on Yapsaw himself.
Yep. Sentries are now. Matthew is getting some very important info right now that they can play around if they want.
Well, last time Mid One was here, he put down a Remnant, so Haste Room, Mid One's getting body blocked up. They realize somebody is there, throwing it back with the telekinesis grab, but MP into the back lines, destroys the Rubik quickly, and that is a lot of MP fighting for the Secret cause. Also Secret now, Storm Spirit jumping forward after Benjaz. They trigger the Lincoln Sphere. That allows Vortex to come in. And, well, a quick time walk up. They'll go back into burning off his mana, keeping the control there with the ES. Doing a lot of the lifting, and Yapsaw, solo kill for Queen of Pain. He's got the Vendetta. He can even run Courier as bait. He's got 4 staff available too. Tomato. Blink and run. Blink and run. Kezu. No, wrong way. Guessed. Or maybe he guesses wisely. He follows him. And then, yeah. He really just wanted an easy pick off with that Orchid, and he won't get it. In fact, now he leads them straight to the river, to the death of Roshan.
Yeah, I don't know. It's strange to see these moves where every single move there is, it just seems like if they had one more hero or 2 more heroes and they were all like playing together, the opportunities that they have and the positions they're set up in can actually yield really good results. Secret are just playing better as a team. They're really just playing better as a team, making better movements. And now they will be rewarded Roshan, and more than likely, they can just, if they want, they can continue to just farm and scale. I think this PL is going to become a massive problem for the Dire eventually. And in my mind, Infamous need to think of it this way. If we have all our spells and our cooldowns ready, we need to group up and get something done. If it's killing one core with Chrono, so be it, but they can't just keep playing this like split 3-2 style against a Coddle and Storm split pushing and expect to be able to get the picks unless Ricky and Queen, for example, connect on a kill together. Those two have the synergy to kill. I mean, they drafted this. They drafted the Titan and the Void like we talked about. Then you need to be looking for these fights and set them up.
Can be harder and harder now with the BKB done for the Storm Spirit. Maybe now he might be able to hold on to some of those Bloodstone charges.
Here.
Yep. Everyone together, Team Secret. Primary target, probably the Queen of Pain. She doesn't have an easy escape. Faces Void's the harder one to kill. Observer and Sentry is down for Infamous on that bottom lane. They're expecting some level of pressure. Kezu's hunting with his Shadow Blade up on the top lane, but he won't find anybody. He'll only find creeps. They're keeping him invis for the moment. So they actually see the... They don't have the Sentry in range. But aggressive Obsword down, Yapsaw moves in, they pick him up. There's that Obs and Sentry doing work. Yapsaw, he cannot break free. The Orchid controlling him too well.
Now the question is if Matthew can find a collateral here. He's gonna get eyes on MP actually, and Kezu. This is really cocky by MP to farm here. Oh, he has the Blink Dagger though. Look it out.
Reveal the smoke screen. With Kezu jumping invis, this is also a dangerous area to be. I don't know if he's actually revealed the fact he's got the fully completed Shadow Blade.
It's been dead on Rubik. Get a lift here. Guess he's gonna... Nobody's following him though.
Kezu's on the other side of the trees. You caught a glimpse of him for a moment.
That should help.
Steals the bounty.
They think Rubik. They think the Ricky is there now. He has some next level stuff.
Oh, underneath the Sentry Ward.
Ricky, guys.
Sentry Ward was meant for it. Surprised he went back in after he took the bounty rune. Seems confident.
Not the right move.
Nyx again on the hunt. Observer's giving him all the vision he wants on the Faceless Void. So there's your Vendetta hit, stun, and then follow up. Mid one gets a perfect control. Smoke screen from Matthew. He just walked a little bit too far. Actually jumps up to his own courier. Did he just attack his own courier with that?
I think he blink striked.
Yeah, he blink striked it and then attacked it once.
He is out of dust, but there's still a Sentry Ward.
Peja controls him. The stuns, the control is too good. Mid one really needs to... I was thinking an Orchid of his own, but it's actually what he's building into.
This should be a tier 3, at the very least. 20 seconds. No buybacks on these two. They're claiming this. Could also just end up being a barracks as well. We'll see. Elder Titan is very good for these situations. Good stalling.
Tabata's trying to work out if he commits a Sonic Wave. He put his wings up like he was about to just release and counter push it. But even if Team Secret don't get the racks here, obviously they want to get some kills, but they can just back off and take the shrines if they want to. Sentries down from both sides. That one Sentry Ward from the Dire side will get rid of both of the Sentries of Team Secret. And, okay. Girls mid. No follow-up on mid one. Where are they going? Okay, they're going to go bottom tier 2.
Smoke is available for Infamous. They actually have 2 smokes. They have 3 smokes. Time to make some moves, I think. It's gotta be. Or else they are gonna make them for you.
Jump from the storm. He's trying to actually dodge, I think, the original smoke cloud. But Kezu, he's in the back lines. It's a big creep wave. He can echo slam it if he wants. He decides not to commit it at all. Instead, they chrono and sonic wave. Infamous can get some damage back. But the neck charge, in fact, the full Greaves charge has done work from Puppey, keeping the rest of Team Secret alive. They won't dive underneath the tier 3 tower. They'll let the illusions do that. But they take the tier 2 and look to push harder. There's those Sentry Wards now.
Ricky.
They don't exist.
Got it. Dust from Yapsaw. He's going to blink down to the Ancients. Probably going to get out of this one, Matthew, but struggling with his base.
MP still taking the tier 3 tower on bottom lane. So you can have that little quick battle. The tier 3 tower, the catapult, it does the work from the low ground. And they're still on the back of Ricky. Another reveal, the Sentry Ward is down now. Ricky Maru will be shut down. But now you've lost your tier 3 tower on the top and the bottom. Kezu can be hunting Tomato. If he walks in range of the creep wave, Echo Slam, lost the stomp, it may just be enough. In fact, he starts with the hit into the Echo. And a very simple and effective kill, allowing mid one to have more confidence. No Queen of Pain means no silence, and Benjaz has no Chronosphere either. He can go for that time dilation, but MP burns off all of the mana, and there really is no other way for Infamous to fight now. You can buy it back, but Chrono is still down.
A little bit of backdoor protection for a second there, but it's already gone again, so Secret will be taking this lane. Could just cross all the way to top if they want, but I think they might try to go through mid instead, first off.
They're shopping at the Dire shop.
Alright.
Gem.
Good to get some items.
Yabsort just picked up a gem from their shop. Especially, like, you have limited gems. If you buy the gem from the Dire store as Radiant.
It's still your own.
I know, but like, imagine if you could actually steal their gem, steal their cooldown time with item purchases.
That would be something.
That would actually be hilarious. Next level strategies. Ricky almost dragged out of range of that Radiant Sentry that was further up the lane. This is going to be almost 3 full lanes of racks. Infamous, the last hurrah. Smoke up, they have to get the Chronosphere. Mid one jumps in, triggers his BKB. He walks in deeper just to jump out again. The Chronosphere is down. His BKB is lasting forever. The ET splitter will still have an effect, but mid one had enough life to jump away to safety. And MP making more and more of himself. Agent MP at the moment. The Orchid, the control, they turn. Tomato will fall. Queen of Pain down, and there it is. GG. Took 33 minutes for a GG call out from this one. And Team Infamous, they realize it. Game 1 is Team Secrets.
Secret looking good. I like their picks. I like the way they moved around together, the coordination of their spells. The other side, they're going to need to step it up from this. This was it's mainly just I said it a couple of times during the game, but it really feels like they need to get more of a team coordination and team spirit going. This seemed very uncoordinated, very individualistic rather than a team play kind of game. And if this is how they're going to play all their games, they will be losing to every team that has good coordination. They just, whether it's the picks that they're uncomfortable with or the playstyle or each other, whatever it is, they need to work that out. That was obviously only one game. You know, it's hard to, you shouldn't judge people based on just one game. Everyone can have a bad game, but the essence of that game really is play more together and combine your hero strengths. And
well, game
two do it better.
Game 2 is a new day. Currently, Team Secret leading the series 1-0. We'll see if they can clean sweep it. Oh, will it actually be a 1-1?
Silencer's turn to pick.
Earlier today, there was a silencer pickup by TNC.
Yeah, but
very early on.
It was first phase, and they did a combination with it.
Bat Rider.
Yeah.
This time, however, Bat Rider is banned out. Let's see which
10
direction
seconds
Secret chooses to take this in. The Nyx Assassin is available again for
5 seconds.
Yapzor. Did a lot of work last game. No Shaker, however.
Yeah, but Nyx Assassin's still going to do what they want to do. Someone to get into the back lines, even if you just get that early stun onto the silencer, interrupting the timing of the global silence, you'll miss that perfect control window that Infamous will. So it looks like it's going to be the most obvious pickup for Puppey. So maybe the other question should be, who does he combine it with?
Here we go.
Yeah, so who's his second? You get the Nyx Assassin. You've already taken out Infamous's ability to dominate Vision Game with the Night Stalker and the Bat Rider removed.
I think you want to pick something that's flexible on the second pick in this. You don't want to pick a core unless it's a core that can also be
Radiant team pick.
It's a Faceless Void.
or a core that can play multiple lanes. It's
Yeah.
also okay. It can be both off lane and safe lane. And it's also kind of a steal away from Infamous that ran it last game. I'm not sure how much that factored into the position here. Technically, Void isn't the best hero
10
against Silencer.
seconds
Silencer's
remaining.
global silence can be a pretty big problem for Faceless Void.
5
But
seconds.
At the same time, if you catch him
remaining.
inside the Chrono, catch
Yeah.
him with the Nyx Assassin, Team Secret have ways of making him actually talk.
Hey,
Hey.
I don't think you can talk inside the
bad-
Chronosphere.
Bad pun of my TM.
There's no...
Face,
I don't think that's how...
can Faceless Void talk inside
In
the
the Chrono?
Chronosphere?
Yeah.
He
Faceless Void can do whatever he wants in the
He
Chrono.
has a mouth.
Faceless Void can taunt in the Chrono.
That'd be really bad.
This looks like Infamous were not expecting this pick.
They had to be expecting the Nyx Assassin.
Yes,
Dire
I would agree with
team
that.
down.
This is taking them quite a bit of time.
Well, it's the Infamous specials. That's what's coming up now. Reason why Viper was banned the last, and now they're gonna go in for the Legion Commander for.
This is a
10
powerful duo in the
seconds
same way that the
remaining.
Bat Rider Silencer is. You duel someone and they're instant global,
5 seconds.
and the enemy team cannot counterplay.
remaining.
It's very strong, it's very straightforward.
Radiant team
It does require a little bit though. You want your Legion to get the duel, you often need a Blink Dagger, and you need to have someone next to the Legion that can kill the target with the Legion, unless the Legion is that farmed that she solo wins the duel from full health while the global is running.
So we just look for the burst damage during the mid lane.
Burst damage would be nice. Something like the Queen of Pain they ran
10
last game could
seconds
work. They could
remaining.
run... there's plenty of heroes that can perform this role. Just a matter of what they like, and I think they won't go for the Quap again. I think that Nyx Assassin was way too annoying for the Queen last game, and he's gonna want to play something else this time around.
But who's your nuker in mid lane that, like, you're not going to get a lot of support from a rotating silencer, so it's going to come from somebody
10
else.
seconds.
Yeah.
So you get what, kill potential against the Nyx Assassin, get the Lina,
5
but then again you're in the same
remaining.
boat, right? Like it's
Yeah, I
Intel nukers in the mid.
I don't think Lina is the right choice either.
So who can play the mid that doesn't really care? Like you could say DK could run the mid.
DK could be decent. Yeah,
He's better
sure.
against the Nyx.
Absolutely. A lot better against Nyx. It's also a pretty good hero against Void, I think. I would expect an Invoker ban here coming out from Infamous. I would do.
10 seconds remaining.
Doesn't mean I should expect they do it. I don't know what the connection is. I would recommend it.
5 seconds.
I recommend banning a
remaining.
hero who can definitely hit a target who's locked inside of team.
I just think it would be a go-to pick for Secret in this kind of game. They have
Yeah.
the Nyx to secure and help their mid lane. They have the Void setting up for the Invoker. And Invoker himself, I mean, it's not ideal to play it into Silencer, but they
ban the PL.
They can definitely make it work with the lineup. I don't think it's going to be picked now, but
Actually, you ban a PL against the Legion Commander?
okay. I think that's... The PL is really annoying to deal with for Silencer. Natural Manta Builder. There were
10
definitely... I
seconds
think there were better bans than
remaining.
PL, but I think it's somewhat justified based on the previous...
5 seconds remaining.
Just interesting choice.
Yeah, definitely interesting.
It's up to Puppey's choice now. So if we get a little
And
information,
Necrophos as well.
Necrophos would be an option.
Again, another hero you maybe don't want to play into Silencer, but that's just... If you look at it like that, you just look at the heroes to pick and you're like, Silencer is so good against, like, everything.
Winter Wyvern.
A good hero against LC.
Yeah. Cancel that physical damage. And then you've also got the curse, the control for the big AoE. And that's another follow-up to the Faceless Void. Even if you don't get the kill at the very start, you can transition it into something else.
Remaining.
It's also a hero that can...
5 seconds.
Wyvern can is one of the supports that can benefit quite a lot from a good chrono. Can also be played aggressively. Like, you obviously, when you think of Wyvern, you focus a lot on the curse and the cold embrace. Those are very powerful, but in this game, the added benefit is that you can get multiple hits off with Arctic Burn and chrono. You can maybe find yourself a good Splinter Blast if the chrono is well placed, and then all of a sudden you have a support that in the team fight is maybe doing like 2k damage in addition to having the save. It's very nice. Here is a counter pick from Infamous. Oh, this is a really pick. There goes the Necrophos.
Yeah.
So they're saving the mid pick for last. They could have grabbed the Invoker here if they wanted to. Probably think.
Infamous's turn to pick.
With that necro timing.
TA could definitely be interesting as well, mid one.
Yeah. They've actually really got every option under the sun. Their draft is just so, like the sustain from just having Necro and Wyvern is already big. Nyx Assassin's got a very high regen and ability to tank Spike Carapace causes a lot of problems. Faceless Void's got Time Walk. It just seems to be one of those lines which is so difficult for Infamous just to get one kill and snowball. Like Puppy's just giving no opportunity for it. It may mean that their draft takes a little bit longer to win, but it's a lot safer to win. And that's what it's all about, right? In the group stage, like you lose
that's what
one.
competition is all about. It's about winning. Nothing else matters than winning. Win the game. It takes long.
Anti-mage.
I mean, of course it matters. You'd maybe rather stomp than play for 2 hours and be exhausted, but at the end of the day, you would rather win in 120 minutes than lose in 20.
So this is the only hero which would probably cause them like some pause of thought to wait before you win. Anti-mage, able to farm up. They don't have a fantastic counter against him at the moment. They could run a Void 1 position.
Yeah, there's a couple of decent options still for Secret here. They have the TA is actually a nice hero against Anti-Mage. Very high physical burst, combining it up with the Necrophos ulti, which doesn't deal that much damage, obviously, into the spell shield, but it all matters when you get the first immediate burst. In addition, they have the Void lockdown. Hard lockdown against AM is very good. He's a very mobile and elusive hero. You want to just keep him chained and then bring him down. And then the last thing is contesting him in lane, which I think that is the weakness of Secret's lineup. They're going to have a hard time preventing AM from farming. I don't think their lineup is that good at going into AM's lane and putting pressure. Void off lane is not good against AM. They could try to run the Necrophos dual lane off lane, but I think the support duo of Infamous can keep him more than safe. Get their mana drained.
They ban out the OD.
OD is another good ban. Could definitely have been a choice for Team Secret for mid one in this kind of game. Although again, that's a hero that Silencer has a tendency of messing with quite a bit.
We'll see on his list. Ember, TA, Wop. 3 high ones for mid one. That's been his most played 3 heroes of late.
Still is the Invoker as well as an option.
Yeah.
I think Invoker versus AM is it's a two-sided matchup.
Invoker just seems to be like the easiest thing. You know, getting into the later game. You get a chrono on any target. Sunstrike, a little bit of damage, and then the scythe to finish them off and make sure they stay in the grave.
Yep. I think it's going to be TA though, personally. If TA is good against the mid pick that Infamous get now, I think Secret are more or less just going to snap pick it.
Yeah, it's an Ember.
So that is not the perfect lane for TA, but I still think it's good enough. On the contrary, Invoker got a lot better, because Ember is not the best hero at dealing with Invoker in lane. Can even get a value point in Wex, so you have the Tornado against Flame Guard, and then play around him completely.
The only concern I have for Invoker is Tuskar's ability to...
Yeah, there are plays, but Secret at the same time also have the counter plays available. They could just camp the Nyx in mid. Because Necrophos Wyvern should be able to win their bottom lane against Legion very easily.
Look at that smile on Puppy's face.
Is he planning Huskar then?
No,
I
think Kezu's telling him a joke at the back line. He's just like, dude. I heard this joke last night. This guy walks into a bar. Hurt.
Makes the OD ban make even more sense as well. It's a really bad matchup for Ember in mid. It's one of the worst. I I don't know what they're debating here, like what options they're considering. I still think out of
the older counter is the Bristleback, I think, with the one against the Ember.
Bristle's
Spirit.
very good against Ember, but it doesn't make that much sense from a lineup perspective.
Yeah.
I still think just from Secret's active and very used hero pool, I am still leaning toward Invoker and TA as the two obvious choices, if you will. But they might have a second player playing, like Razor could work.
And it's Invoker.
Okay.
So all that debating, and it was with your original choice, Cinder. And why did we spend that much time talking about something that was so obvious?
That's what Yapsor just said as well.
Well, they're all having a lot of smiles over in the Team Secret camp, and obviously after game 1, understandable, spirits should be high.
Yep.
And Infamous, they're the team that do come in with like that I wouldn't say no mark on their back, but they're pinned to be the team that gets eliminated in the groups. Like, out of all the teams you say in this group, they would have to be up there, which means they also have nothing to lose. Go out there and just start to beat the living crap out of every top team. You can pull an SG Esports. You can pull anybody. All you need to do is just fight your ass off and get there.
Yep.
But have to live with no fear. And right now, it seems like they live in a very individual world of fear.
In the previous game, they were at least they seemed like they weren't confident in their moves. They weren't sure exactly what they were supposed to do. And I think it's better if they just commit for something, and then if the play fails, they have committed for something and they've made the move, and then they can learn and move onward into the tournament with some more experience. But making these half plays with 2 or 3 players, or combining their spells incorrectly, or going like half in but not really committing, that's not the way you play. It's just not going to work. They need to just trust in their instincts and their abilities, and then it's going to take them as far as they can. So I'm hoping for a better performance from them in this game. I think their lineup definitely has the potential to... oh, nice Sunstrike.
It's the second one.
They definitely have the potential with this lineup to win this game in the late game. I think their heroes scale very well. Anti-Mage and Ember with Global Silence are very scary to deal with for the Dire lineup. But the same can be said for Secret's lineup. You know, late game Void Invoker is very, very powerful. So both teams will be okay with that. It's maybe more going to come down to, can you organize good team fights, or can you get a really, really fat Hayden so that he can start taking towers. Because one thing Infamous' lineup doesn't have is building damage. Actually really bad at taking objectives until Anti-Mage is big.
Yeah. And they'll take time. Everything is time for Infamous. How they're lane, so it will actually be off-lane Legion Commander. Ember Spirit will be towards the mid. You'll have the Tusker joining that off-laner as well. AM to the safe lane. Silence is supporting him there as well. Pretty standard lanes from Infamous. I don't think Team Secret are looking to do anything unusual either. It's that normal little start with mid 1 in the mid. Obviously, man who is dedicating his life to the Dendi that used to be. The International 1 Dendi. TI1 Dendi is his... Not the current Dendi.
I wonder what Dendi gave him back at TI1 that allows him to be the sponsor. Oh, that's aggressive in mid. Here comes Yapsor though.
Yeah. And then GG branch being consumed. Is that actually? It's not a GG branch. It's just a happy tree, but it appears as a GG tree.
Yeah.
Hobby. Get Arctic burn in. They're looking for more. Yapsor is not a healthy man. Taking way too much damage from the range creeps. Dropping just shy of 30 HP.
He was in the middle of the wave attacking these heroes here, and if there's like 7 creeps on you, you're not going to sustain that. Tomato is level 2, that's a kill. Or if the Tusk had anything left in the tank, but...
It's the space creation, right? Like, you've got another salve having to be purchased up here by Tomato. Tuskar is stuck in the trees, clarity and just tangoing his way back up again. And Yapsor, thanks to his 11.5 HP regeneration, is back.
With a tango.
With a tango. Yeah, 1.4 by... not 1.4, it's 4.3 by itself. But they're still bloody high compared to the 1.4 of the Tusker.
I still feel like this laning stage is just flat out going to go better for Infamous. I think their laning just... The heroes that they have will fare better. They have way better matchups.
Yep.
Playing Void against Anti-Mage is super annoying, and a lot of it's going to come down to how this mid lane exchange goes down. How much they're going to target that. Oh, Puppy could be in trouble here. Oh, just get out.
Arctic Burn lasts just a fraction of a second long enough to get over.
The shards a little bit too early there. With the snowball first into shards, Matthew could have maybe threatened at least.
You gotta stop getting burnt like this.
What's he supposed to do, man?
Not a lot. Yeah, like you can't just abandon. Maybe that's actually what he thinks about. He decides to go for Iron Talon and just take the void to the jungle.
I think he's just gonna leech and get whatever he can. Obviously, he's gonna take very little damage when he's out of mana. Then the mana break won't deal damage. He has a 4-man shield. He has 4 armor, so he will get experience. But this is just an innately awful lane. Like now, if this silencer keeps just throwing glaives at him, he will eventually have to yield, and that's gonna happen now. So, Puppey is down here to help. I don't really think Puppey is doing anything here.
He's here to harass the silencer out, maybe.
Not really gonna do much. He's just, yeah. I guess he's trying to eat some of their regen and be useful in this lane.
Well, he's not gonna do much more in the mid. Sunstrike? Nah, it's off target. Marlo's already back up the hill. Then again, he turned around for a second longer.
Wait, okay.
He decided to just basically do a do-si-do before realizing he had to exit the barn door.
It's odd.
Yes.
Very odd. Now he has to go back to base. I think, so this Puppey rotation bottom to try to give Kezu a little bit of space was unsuccessful, and instead he could have maybe got like 1 or 2 pulls off top and been almost level 3. So I think this movement was not that effective in what it generated. AM is still going to have a great time bottom. The Legion Commander, as a result, is now, you know, he's level 4 with 15 CS top, and you compare that to the Void, who's level 2 with 3. You know? That's,
Snowball. They're going in after mid 1. Yapsaw's in the neighborhood. Can't line up for a double stun. Doesn't have Spike Carapace either. In fact, misses his stun. Doesn't have enough mana for mana burn. That would have been enough damage to kill off Tomato if they could have just held him in position. And, no, Tomato, what are you doing?
Time is money. First blood. As indeed I am first in every...
You know that time when you just look over the edge because you just want to see the canyon?
Yeah.
And then a pebble slips.
I can't explain that. I don't know what's happening, if it's just nerves or what it is, but this is very uncharacteristic stuff happening here.
Yapsaw with extra vision. I don't think they have another Sunstrike to lend. In fact, probably on cooldown. Estelle will move over, and Yapsaw's caught on the wrong side of the river. Puppey into flight he will go. Snowball's coming forward as well. Yapsaw, Invis runes nearby, but Puppey doesn't have his level 2 yet. But cannot Cold Embrace, cannot save Yapsaw. Infamous gets something back.
So if this mid lane wasn't going as bad for Tomato as it is, Infamous would be
34-17 to 10-0.
Yeah, Infamous would be in a very good position right now, just with the early game because of how much AM is getting, because of how much Legion is getting, but this mid lane is just not going their way at all, and it's not only Secret that have invested into it. The Wyvern was there a bit, and the Nyx has been there most of the time, so has Tusk, so they've just been outmaneuvered in the lane. And Mid one is mechanically very good at playing these 2-on-2 matchups mid. I think he gets a lot out of Yapsaw's rotations in general in Secret's games, playing to the limit and just getting good farm. And Infamous have to bring Tomato into the game. He's losing this lane way too hard.
And that's the big concern. He's just going to become food. An absolutely nothing hero, and he needs to be something. Like, especially if you get one hero deleted by the Necro side, you need somebody else to pick up the slack.
They're gonna try to help him now. There's 2 heroes rotated in.
Yapsaw does have his level 3. He again didn't go for Spike Carapace. I thought he might have, just because he is up against an Ember.
Yeah, could have been good, but Carapace level 1 is not that strong, but it still could have been a somewhat of a value point.
Because you need the 1.2 second stun duration, right? If you are going to make anything work.
You kind of want to in Carap. Well, that didn't work for Infamous, that rotation. Mid 1 is currently level 6, Tomato is 4.5, so... And extreme win in the mid lane for the Dire team.
He's got a haste
good dodge.
And misses the stun. Or dodges the stun, depending on which way you look at it. Tomato turns around once more. The Flame Guard is up, but Yapsaw's got the movement speed.
Just puts
the physical damage in. The Snowball comes forward towards Yapsaw, but Yapsaw's on speed at the moment. Moves in and out of the pit, silence up a little bit, no matter work with. The shards will lock him in. The Sunstrike is going to connect on the silencer. There's no follow-up after this, however, as mid 1 forced to Shrine. And that's what Nyx was moving towards.
Invoker managed to get out of that. I think the Tusk chose Snowball him and secured that kill. That kill is way too big to not just take. And maybe the Nyx would have got away then, but the Invoker easily the bigger kill. Maybe they thought Silencer had him, but... Well, mid 1 survived on like 10 or 20 health in that situation. It makes a big difference now. Tomato will be finding his level 5 soon, so that level 3 Flame Guard will help a lot with his sustainability in the lane. But this is still Legion, still looking grim.
That Splinter Blast can actually go out far enough to affect the Legion Commander. Support's rotating over. Yep, saw the stun will actually be set up by the Scythe. A little bit of extra body blocks. And that is one dead Legion.
Die young and leave a purulent.
She only had 1 point up in Heartstopper Aura. I thought MP might have gone for a little bit more. He's in a melee man.
I think you generally want to max it up pulse first. And then I think 4-1-4 is generally the way to go with the Goat Shroud, or with the Death Pulse. It's leveled up first. It is what gives the mana regen on the kills as well, that allows you to sustain your harassment. But I have seen people go more in Heartstopper first. I think it's very rarely the better choice.
Seems to make sense in this game so far. Regeneration rune for mid one's nice ult.
Silencer.
Hero is now gathering around the mid. Seems very inefficient if they can't find a kill. Mid one. Oh, it looks like they're going to get it. But Yapsol lines up for the stun, but they get the duel victory more importantly than anything else.
I think more important than anything else, Ember was involved. I actually think that ranks above getting the duel damage. They need to get in the game. He's still not level 6. Having such a hard time. Right now, he's even sharing experience with the Silencer.
Create some space. But we are still looking at a point where Team Secret had a minus, which was used, and we're not even hitting 9 minutes into a game, and it's already a minus on mid one that's already been expended once.
He's getting very farmed, but so is Benjas. Not talking too much about his safe lane, but he is the top net worth hero right now.
Yep.
As expected, this Anti-Mage is almost uncontestable for the Dire lineup. That's why I really like the pick, and will be scaling very well in this game.
I'm interested to see when Team Secret want to do something about it. Like, you know, the Anti-Mage should be farming up, and then what can you do about it? You just wait for the team fight and rely on Scythe. Poppy, Cold Embrace, they have the duel available, and it is time for that. Poppy will fall, and a second duel victory in a very short span of time.
I think the time to counter AM is pretty difficult, right? Like, even Chrono Sunstrike is not going to kill him with his full health. The Nyx level 6 will not kill him either. They need, like, Chrono or Nyx plus Sunstrike and Necro, I think. So it's like a very specific set of heroes that need to go for that gank. Realistically, he's just going to be free farming, I think, for a large portion of this game.
When they rely more on the pick-off in late game to probably do more work, which is great for Infamous. Anti-Mage stays uncontested, continues to farm up, maybe gets to a point where they cannot do anything about him. And once he has the Battle Fury, he can also hug the jungle. Allows the Ember Spirit space to catch up, and the Legion Commander's been pretty successful moving around with the Tuskar so far. Even Silencer. Silencer been involved out of 3 of the 4 kills, has that +6 intelligence stolen away from Team Secret. Not exactly certain who that's affecting at the moment.
It would be nice if you could see that in the Heroes of Lost.
It was on the I'll get to it eventually.
This is when efficiency starts to really kick in. When Invoker begins farming Ancients like this, there's so much more farm to be claimed on the map of the heroes. So mid one is generally going to be playing this triangle, these 3 camps, farming them to maximize the rest of the team. Good game as well.
Scans from both sides on that top lane. It's the Radiant scan that Infamous is walking under right now, but the Dire tried to scan and work out if Infamous was wrapping around. But they're not. Yamsor under the cover of Vendetta. They just snowball straight forward and burn Global Silence. That's a big ability to have down a 2-minute cooldown, just plus that actually. And no sentry ward in the lane. No sentry, in fact, they have dust on the Silencer. It's the only detection they have in the lane for the next assassin.
I think the idea there was we're gonna snowball in, we're gonna punch, shard, and then global, and then duel. But there was a disconnect in the timing where they already got the Cold Embrace off, and the play is done. Lane.
Scything already. Snowball will protect. Who are they jumping towards? It's only the melee creep at the front. He is not looking that healthy. I think it's definitely enough mana. And mid one's waiting for the perfect Sunstrike. The Observer Ward reveals the fact the Shrine's being burnt from Legion and Tusk.
Tomato wants this rune. This is good and bad for him. There's a Chrono coming in.
Defensive Spirit.
Makes the right move there, getting out.
They should go for another one. The stun connects on the Silencer. Sunstrike's right in the money. And a cell will die.
It's a much better kill for Infamous to give away though.
Yeah.
This Ember, it's like they're kind of almost the same level now. It's starting to...
MP's in trouble until the shards push him out. Another one of those moments. Kezu jumps forward. He's got Time Walk in 2 seconds time. Then he can Chronosphere follow up. Scythe is not available at the moment.
I think it's good for them that they didn't commit on that. If those shards would have locked him in and they tried to take that fight, that would have ended horribly.
They're going in anyway. The
no
duel
way
is out. It's the Faceless Void. He'll be protected by the Cold Embrace, and then, well, Snowball also sort of protects in a way. Ember Spirit, Mass Spirit committal.
Just kidding, Toby.
Heavy
Wonderfully.
damage on to the Faceless Void. It's still another 7 seconds until you got Scythe up. Splinter Blast will dissuade the rest of the fight.
This is super dangerous stuff, though, the way... I mean, I like that Infamous are just doing stuff, but that play is so dangerous. You just blindly duel a guy that you know the Wyvern is behind, so you know the Cold Embrace is going to come out. I guess the idea was we're going to force the Cold Embrace, then Emperor can come in and blow all of his magic damage, and we get the kill. And they did. They did manage to get that kill, but with a bit more counterplay from Secret, that could have been a great fight for them. But they have TP on the cooldown on their TPs, so they didn't manage to assist Kezu in time.
If Yapsaw turned a little bit further north, he probably would have solo kill on the Legion. He's hunting, looking for a pick-off. Invoker now is almost at a max Sunstrike. He's 1 point away from full Exort. We just need to set something up here.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Meanwhile, Tomato's playing a nice game of catch-up, 3.8k. Banjaz wants to hit into the Tier 1 towers for some kind of reaction. Mid one, the bottom tower does go the way of Team Secret thanks to that early 4-star. He can get out of range of the Tuskar, and Kezu, he really wants a better hero than just a Tuskar. He said he'll let Yapsaw do the work, and yeah, he will actually give it the Chronosphere. Global Silence being burnt. There's a follow-up. Here comes your duel. Doesn't commit, however. Faceless Void. Now they'll give it a crack, but the curse space being created here by Puppey with a follow-up stun. Tomato dropping very, very low. The cold snap making it difficult to get back out. This one, Puppey's attack will connect as well, but no more snap. But that's your side. Ember Spirit. He was just becoming a real boy and has his nose cut off.
Yeah, this Global Silence didn't really do very much. The timing of it didn't allow them to really... I get the idea, you're trying to save the guy who's Chrono, but it was a Tusk, right? Like, they Chronoed a single support, and they were like 3 heroes around him, and they barely even needed spells to kill that Tusk off, so you might just want to cut your losses, wait for him to come back, and then use your Global aggressively instead.
Yapsaw found a target. Sunstrike is available.
Yep, that's definitely a kill if they combine.
But he needs to hit both Vendetta as well as Stun, or else that ain't a kill. Courier will work. 2 Sentry Wards sniped by Yapsaw. Come see me now. Sustain's getting better and better too. Arcane Boots now over on Puppey. They have the mech of MP, combining with his level 4 up and the Death Pulse. It's a lot of regeneration to work with. And they've got maneuverability. 4-star on the Invoker. As his first item after picking up that hand Midas. They'll take the mid-tier 1 tower, blink into duel. Kezu, what can he really do here apart from time dilation? Invoker mid-1! The Sunstrike, it doesn't connect, but Kezu can at least get the last Bastion. Gold is split with mid-1 dying.
The duel wasn't won, correct? I think so.
Correct.
Okay.
He got out of the duel and was able to actually burn his 1 charges as well, Puppey will die up in top,
nice
but mid lane, the Tuskar Snowball saves from the Reaper's Scythe. But the dominated Troll, Summoner, controlling Silencer for a second, but not long enough.
Very nice save from Matthew, and at the same time, Tomato got a solo kill on Puppey. That's really important for him. Secret, we're starting to pull ahead, but this little bit of a hiccup is much needed for Infamous. Getting that big Invoker kill, getting the Wyvern kill, and saving the Silencer there.
This isn't a good sign for Team Secret after the game 1 was a very confident win for them. Their mid lane was a trashing in favor of mid one, and maybe their lanes weren't everything they were hoping it to be. But I'm wondering if Team Secret are going to come out of this, even if they do take a 2-0, saying, you know, this probably should have been better. We're still having issues. If we're going to beat the top teams here at TI, then we need to play better Dota than this.
I think one of the things that slowed them down a bit in this game was, again, the early movements of Wyvern, I think, were not that useful, and they could have had a higher level Wyvern earlier, and maybe that would have made the transition a little bit cleaner. But honestly, I also did think that the drafting in this game is just better for Infamous against the heroes that they have, so it's not as easy of a game to play.
Invoker TPing in. There's a lot of heroes here. Yapzor scanning them all. Get the stun on the anti-mage. The global silence means there is no easy follow-up here from Team Secret. What they wanted that scythe from MP to do some work.
I think they're still going to be happy forcing out global there.
Yeah.
There may have been a play where they snowballed and then he blinked out after, but I think that would have killed the Tusk. So you're 100% safeguarding the AM and you're keeping Tusk alive with that global. I think that's fair enough.
Secret now going to force tier 2 down bottom lane. Mark ready up. They got the regeneration. Oh, this out of Tormentor. MP and Poppy are playing with the rest of Infamous in the mid lane. No one's TPing in for this. In fact, haste room for the Legion Commander. Just runs at the tier 1 tower in mid and just... Alright, this is the way they try and get a counter. Faceless Void will arrive. Chronosphere, it caught the edge of the anti-mage. Sunstrike will connect, and MP, he's gonna cut his head off. There goes the anti-mage. And Legion Commander has the movement speed to escape right underneath the Dire Observer ward. Team Secret knows that he is gone, but that's a tier 2 tower plus the death of the anti-mage.
The idea from Infamous there was pretty good. Like, they can't defend that bottom tier 2 tower, so they're trying to get the top tier 1 and mid tier 1 as a trade-off. But Kezu set up very nicely there, and of course the Legion Commander blinked a bit faster than Anti-Mage doesn't have that animation. AM did manage to get out, and that is a very big kill for Secret to get.
Oh, Legion.
That's how it looks like.
Oh, he was going for the duel on the Invoker. It doesn't happen. They turn around for the fight instead. Ember Spirit protected by the Snowball. Again, very good target choice. Going for that frontline melee hero. Miss will return home safely. But now they've lost all other towers on both their mid and their bottom lane. Top will be next.
Matthew looks a lot more comfortable on Tusk than Ricky. He is playing this hero significantly better than in the last game. Could have also just been a bad game, who knows, but he has had some very, very good saves on the Tusk already. The real challenge for Infamous is to not get this far out of position all these times and get the jumps. Like, I like what Kinteka was trying to do there, but the moment that fails, it's tough after that when he doesn't get the duel off. Alright, here we go. Smoked under a ward though. Secret have a lot of information to play on right now.
And you can see him prepping for it. Poppy's in the trade line, they put MP, their tankiest person on the front lines. Greaves, 17-1 charges, and a Hooded Defiance. You do not want to go on him, and that's exactly who they do go on. Global Silence may just be enough protection, and it is! Faceless Void will fall as well! The Cold Embrace held him there. You put the curse onto Tomato, the follow-up damage, it will not be enough. And Team Secret,
Poppy could be in
maybe
trouble too.
Underestimating the damage that can come out from Infamous, and you are right, Poppy is on the run. No duel required for
Keep
this
him alive
kill.
for 40 seconds to duel him.
That would be...
This is what
if that's
Infamous
a
is.
dick move or a waste of time if he did that.
This is what Infamous' lineup is very good at. This exact play is very powerful when they can coordinate it. Duel into instant-global. They globaled and dueled at the exact same time. That was very nicely done. And then they get the timing with the Ember jumping and using all of his bursts. They kill the tankiest hero on the Dire lineup with ease, actually, there. He didn't even get to cast anything. Then follow up getting Kezu afterwards. This will get harder when MP starts getting some more max HP. But for now, this worked out very well for them.
Yep, they can just keep it up. They actually hold the advantage in experience. Even if the gold is a little bit behind.
But look at the graph though, how much they gained there. That was a really, really big swing. And they have the Anti-Mage, who is starting to scale, going to be climbing harder and harder.
He's looking for the perfect, like a nice timing. The Manta is getting closer and closer, but he needs time. And okay, well, we need wards to get back. Matthew's already calling it. We don't see Jack all. In fact, if you look at the Team Secret Observer wards, it's this almost perfect perimeter. It's stretching from the tier 1 tower up on the top lane, past the Angels, down to the mid lane, and then down to the hill deep inside the Radiant jungle. They know that they can get away with this Roshan because no one from Infamous sees anything on the map.
Nice play. Very good warding in Secret, getting all of these aggressive wards out.
This has to be like dodge. Dodge until you gank for Infamous. Sun's not going to connect from Yapsor. It's just not big enough.
That Aegis did go on the back of Invoker, so mid one has the extra life. Infamous have two choices. They can try to open on a target again with the global now, try to take a fight, or they need to split.
Time walks down. He actually found the Ember Spirit caught inside the Chronosphere. They'll hold him there for a while, and now the Scythe. The global silence wore off.
He didn't have a remnant out, else he could have actually even survived that.
They're going for King Tekka. Cold Snap, he'll break free with press the attack.
While Anti-Mage gets the bottom tower, so tower for an Ember.
They're TPing over. Yapsor is trying to keep tabs on him. And, well, first hit, stun. Again, Yapsor just doesn't have the range. Benjes is being a real nuisance.
He has a long cooldown on his TP though. There's a lot of efficiency lost.
Unless he can creep skip the next wave. Maybe not so great. He loses the top tower. Denied by King Tekka.
But this timing, this play that just happened in mid was very, very close, right? If the Legion put on... he put on press the attack, blade mail, blinked in and was about to duel at the same time that Secret jumped in. If he gets the duel off and then they global, it's a totally different story. Then they're winning the fight, for sure. That was kind of on a knife's edge, and they do manage to get the kill on Tomato. If he had a remnant out, I think he survives. So that global actually kept him alive for a very long time.
One's on the hunt once more. This time around, all that wonderful, like, aggressive vision from Team Secret doesn't exist. Only one of those wards has survived. Duel, into Wyvern. Well, you cannot just have enough damage to kill off a Wyvern.
Oh
now
no!
The first Legion survives!
Oh no.
They didn't commit onto the singular target. Snowball's still there. Definitely blasts are also available from mid one. Legion Commander able to blink and start his run. King Tekka taken up in towards the air, dropped down into the ice wall, turns on the blade mail. So mid one will do a little bit of extra damage to himself, but a kill is a kill. And they get two of them. And they're actually going for more. Yapsor is hunting Benjas. Mid one has Cold Snap available, so they start with stun into the Cold Snap. They have to keep that damage going. Mandasar will help him break free, however. But it's Team Secret really trying to be the aggressors from both the north to the south side of the map.
Mid lane.
He's got two remnants. And if he overstays his welcome, you can see what Yapsor is just trying to perfectly counter him.
Did Puffy just called embrace that range creep? CS. It almost baited him to stay and then he would have died. That's actually really clever. Oh man. CS.
Range creep's worth a lot these days.
So here we're seeing the replay.
Yep.
And what ends up happening here is that they curse a Necro ulti at the same time, so the Necro ulti doesn't do 0 damage. Else that is an instant kill on Queen Tekka, and then he will have that extra death timer added. Instead, Secret have to end up wasting quite a lot of time to get these kills that would have been very fast. So lost like 20 seconds there. Not the biggest problem.
The time you get to be alive as well. Back up. Sun strikes on the money. And now, this time.
No Tusk this time.
Sepsis.
And that's a long time on the sidelines for the Legion Commander. That's a lot of time to not farm. Albert was going to be very, very useful in this game if she could reach it. Now, Team Secret look to take out that final remaining outer tower of Infamous, the tier 2 on the top lane. A Blink Dagger freshly purchased up as well from MP. So positioning for that ultimate becomes a lot easier.
Yep.
But the issue is still in the back of the mind. Team Secret have to deal with Benjes. They have to deal with this anti-mage. That's an easier way when Silencer gets sniped off. Yapsor doing his scouting work to give mid one the kill, but the Blink punch, Poppy Revenge is a dish best served with a captain's death. Oh, Benjaz. Keep running. Cold Snap, it's
Might
up.
be okay.
He
That
blinks away. The Cold Snap damage is being triggered off by the tower. The Troll Trap's there. He doesn't have Manta available for the moment. He's just got enough mana to blink. That's his last one.
Oh, there's a haste.
Where the hell are you going, Matthew?
It's fortunate.
Matthew? He doesn't have mana. He has a haste rune, but he's inside the Dire base. Okay, now he's got mana, and he'll TP away to safety. Wonderful.
Huh?
He ran all the way into the Dire base to actually
Yeah!
pick up a TP scroll to get away to safety.
Alright. Well, they got the snipe on Puppy there with the anti-mage starting to show how much damage he can output very quickly. The Legion is still working on that.
Kick wants to kill. Yep. He's already going to start a global silence. Oh, he spent a second walking around in circles. Just the ghost form. Now they try and kill off Necros. Tornado causing some problems. Dust is down. Mid one's too close up. Kezu knows he cannot help out. Same for Yapsor. Benjaz, a double kill for him. They're feeding money into the already problematic anti-mage. Yapsor at least has his Yule Scepter available, making him work for it. But that originally became I think, almost a ward mission into gank mission.
That's definitely the biggest moment of the game so far for Infamous. And that wasn't even perfectly timed, but it probably ended up playing into their favor. They wanted to blink duel with Global, but the instant Ghost Shroud from MP delayed the duel. But since he delayed the duel, Secret tried to help, and they ended up losing 3 heroes with perfect execution of Infamous. Maybe they only get 1 there. That's how it works out sometimes. Unintentional bait. Some very, very big kills for them. That's the biggest play of the game for them by far. They were 6k behind, now it's 1, and they're leading on experience. So this is currently an Infamous favored game, giving them some momentum here.
Yep. The most dangerous thing of all. An anti-mage with
Kezu.
momentum, and yeah, Kezu in the tree line. He can time walk in 1 second time, commits the Chronosphere, which will catch the Tusker, who snowballed in. 14-1 charges available. They're just too far away. The tree separated Kezu as well as King Tekka, so he couldn't go for the duel. Mid one decides to turn around. The Scythe will connect. Another long duration death time for the Legion Commander to ponder her thoughts.
He just really wants that Halberd so he can break the Lincoln of Invoker. It's the only real reason he's buying this item in this game. There's no obvious target that Halberd is amazing on, at least not yet. We'll be good on Void later, but for now it's like, yeah, Halberding Necro, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Halberd the Invoker, I guess that's okay if the Lincoln's is over, but yeah, then again we're back to your Halberding Invoker. The only thing he can use it for.
Yapsor's hunting once more. He might be able to catch the Courier, which just delivered the Lincoln Sphere to Benjaz.
Oh, he's gonna get spotted now though. Tomato saw him. But who's scared of who though?
I beg the question, like, Aghanims over Lincolns with an anti-mage.
In this game?
Yeah.
He could reflect Curse.
He can reflect a lot of things
Reflect
with
Reaper
Lotus.
Side.
Yes.
It's the thing about Lincolns versus the Axe is that the Axe has 1 second lower cooldown, so it's like slightly better in that way. But the stats of, I believe the stats of Lincolns are still superior.
Because you have no regeneration from Ags as well, but you have the regeneration from the Battle Fury, so you kind of already get what you want out of that.
So the Lincolns gives more damage as well. You know, you get a bit more damage, you get a bit more regen, you get a bit more all attributes. You know, all of it just adds up. It's like, I think overall, if you're just like, I just want to block spells and I don't care if I reflect, Lincoln's is still the better choice.
Yapsor, double damage Vendetta. He wants the hit. Tusker, he's going to be there as well. The Sunstrike does connect on the Legion Commander. As, well, mid one has to take care of the Sigil first. Hey! Burns the Shrine and Kezu has arrived. Time walks himself forward. Looking for the kill over on Matthew. Silencers in the neighborhood as well. They don't have the detection. They don't have the vision. Matthew blinks into the river. He'll TP away to safety.
Very nice
out of range of Team Seeker's eyes.
Very nice save from XL there, coming in with the Glimmer Cape. This is the kind of stuff I wanted to see more of out of Infamous. They're like communicating, they're coordinating, they're saving each other, they're setting up plays, they're doing stuff. This is way better.
There's your Global Silence duel doing its work. Spirit jump up. They've already killed off the Faceless Void. Another early Shrine being triggered. Tornado, however, combining with the Curse. They didn't get all the damage out they were looking for, but the Sunstrike, the damage is enough. Ember will fall down. They want more, however. Silencer would be the primary target. Limit Cape's off cooldown in 2 seconds time, but 2 seconds is too long. Team Secret will be able to find 2 kills for this.
Good response from Secret, identifying that even with the Void dead, all of these cooldowns on Infamous is too much to be able to fight even that 4 and 5. They get a couple of key kills. The Ember kill especially very important. He's starting to come back very well in this game, by the way. Remember, he was completely destroyed. And now he's like, you know, he's still behind, but
he's 1.5k net worth behind the Necro.
It's in range.
It's the anti-bait.
Bottom lane, Matthew. That's not a good ice wall.
No, it is not. Tornado will catch him. Still got a lot of life with the 1 charges, but this is also a very farmed up Invoker. Create space. He can EMP to create space if Anti-Mage decides to try and fight this.
Time is money.
But there's no reason for mid-1 to do it. He's working in towards a BKB as his next item. So Ags, Lincoln's, BKB. It's a lot of stats, it's a lot of survivability from mid-1.
Yep.
And not a lot of control and damage. That instead comes from the Necro, who I think was originally tossing up the idea of an active scepter.
Trouble in. Trying.
Oh, Legion. He starts the duel. I don't think that was the right idea. Or maybe it will be if the duel doesn't complete in time. Mid-1 doesn't get the bonus damage.
Oh, Yapsar actually ruined that duel.
Yeah, he yulsed him up.
He got scared. I mean, why wouldn't he, you know? He's just randomly dueling this guy in a 1-on-3. He's like, okay, the team is definitely coming,
Yeah,
you know?
so someone's here, right?
Nope. King Tech is just crazy. That's it.
You're talking about the Sing Sing logic. Like, I can work out what they're going to do if they follow a logical path.
Yeah. That was, I don't know, that was crazy.
Yeah, so, sorry, MP was actually going to go for a scythe. He had that in his quick fire.
Revenge is going in.
He's gone for an Aghanim Scepter instead. Maybe able to use that. They trigger the Lincoln Sphere. Nice follow-up stuns. Do they commit the scythe as well? No, again! Tuskar Snowball save! He'll take it for the team. The man that he's saved is his Executioner. Because of the cursed puppy. Turns friend on friend.
Such a crucial. He didn't have buyback. I mean, Antimage just randomly blinked in alone there without buyback ready. Super YOLO.
Duel gets out. Spirit committal once more. Trying to help get that kill, but the Chronosphere is very, very nice. Follow-up stun. King Tekka will fall, but Venjaz doing the work. Invoker just getting ripped apart by this Anti-Mage. A couple of lucky bashes. The control is good enough, and looking for another one. It's in towards Yapsor. Another kill with Silencer in range, plus 26 intelligence stolen. And away they run.
Venjaz is going to be close to his Abyssal Blade now. He's actually just going to go for Roche. Doesn't have double damage or of Vlad's with him, so this is going to deal a bit of damage to him over time. Secret don't really have much to work with, though. They could buy back the Nyx, but I'm pretty sure this is just a Roche for Infamous. And that's big. That's Aegis and Cheese for them at this point. And probably AM close to Abyssal, so he will... I guess he will take the Aegis, buy up his Abyssal, and then he will just go in for the team. And just start the fight, go in on the Wyvern, kill the Wyvern, and then we'll see what happens.
28 seconds until Invoker is back up again, and we will actually see if it happens. For now, Team Secret is scrambling to keep the side lanes pushed out. Jesus trying to get himself closer towards that Shadow Blade, get the better positioning in the fights. That way he can actually work with the Nyx Assassin. Puppy's got so much money on this. I didn't realize how much he's got, but he's sitting at 9.4k net worth. But it's the Lotus Orb plus Glimmer plus Solar Crest. Oh, sorry, working towards Solar Crest. This has Medallion. That's a lot of cash. Mid-1's still trying to find his cash to finish a BKB. Hasn't found his target just yet. Then it's top lane where Venjaz is adding pressure towards the tier 3 tower. One catapult moving forwards, forcing mid-1 to retreat. He can BT to the rest of his teammates later on, but for now, has to accept defense duty. Have they got another smoke? You got the Abyssal Blade on the courier.
Ready to make the move here. Here we go.
Yep. Should jump in stun.
Venjaz is really dangerous right now.
Regeneration.
Clearly the strongest hero on the map.
They're going to bottom lane. Looking for the farm. Tomato is there. Yapsol moving in fast. Team Secret, they have the numbers. They need the kill. His Spirit jumps forward. And now Global Silence dispelled by both Yules and the BKB. But Ember Spirit is away. Now they're actually got a pincer going into work on Team Secret. Benjaz in through the front. There's your Abyssal play going to work. But now he's actually killing off an Illusionist, not the real version of the Anti-Mage. Cold Embrace will protect the Nyx Assassin, but not long enough. Chronosphere is down. EMP Tornado. Tusk's going to hit the deck, not to mention they got both Legion and the Anti-Mage in it, but the Snowball trying to save. It won't be enough time. Legion again on the end of that Reaper's side. Quick runaway mid one. Ice Wall is actually a lot quicker, but not quick enough when they can blink over. Another stun, and the Mana Void hit. The damage is just too much for Team Secret to deal with, and now it's all up to that last man, MP. The final, I say the final core that really still is here committed. Kezu bailed out of that as quickly as he could, so a 3-for-2 trade-off in that fight, and it goes the way of Infamous, most definitely.
A very quick counterplays from Infamous, so we're not seeing... Yeah, we are seeing it.
Yeah,
no, we're not seeing it. It was earlier. Before this even happened, the way the fight started was that Secret were trying to kill the Ember with Nyx Carapace stun. Instant, really instant, press the attack coming out from King Tekka. Ember immediately jumps to Remnant, throws another Remnant, jumps to it again, then blinks out and resets. So the Ember got to play this fight because of those very quick reactions and the global silence. And Infamous are just playing on just a completely different team from game number one. It's really interesting to see how...
It's that farm into confidence which they seem to have managed to find.
Seems like it.
And now Spike Carapace set up for the double stun, actually catching out the Anti-Mage. The curse is on the Ember Spirit, but Benjaz isn't close enough. Only his illusions are. And Benjaz just keeps beating into the melee racks. They're really committing for this. You wouldn't be hitting the melee racks unless you're properly committing. The Lotus Orb, protecting Faceless Void, another stun. All this damage may count for nothing if Benjaz cannot finish off the racks. Ember Spirit's helping out. They're looking for Veils. They're burning him down. Remember, he's got the Aegis, the Immortal, and there it is. They get the melee and get the hell out of dodge.
Could go for the Shrine if they want, but they know that Secret's heroes are coming back to life, so probably just going to reset, regenerate up here with Benjaz and get him ready to fight again. You don't want to wait too long, though, because you want to make sure you use this Aegis while you still have it. You used the cheese in the previous fight, so this is your secondary advantage that you still have to play with.
And this game just feels like it's going back and forward so many times. The best graph to explain it is actually the experience graph. It's been going up Infamous, then away, then up, and then away, and then up. Yep. And now we'll see just how far away it can go. They do have a 7.5k XP advantage, and they hold the gold advantage clearly for the first time in this game. Up to 3.8k, 4k-ish being their advantage.
And the type of net worth they have is very powerful. This Anti-Mage net worth is very, very strong. So is the Ember. Ember has a lot of key items. Now a BKB picked up for him. 10-second BKB, minute 40 into the game is a strong item. Mid lane.
Yeah, they looked for an opportunity. Tusker trying to snowball himself out. Yamsor gonna set up. Yule Scepter into stun, into Scythe.
Alright, he died.
Yeah, that's the Aghanims on Necro.
That's 90 seconds.
Yeah, and such a low cooldown. It's the fact they've got it again if another engagement comes up shortly after this. That's probably the biggest thing now for Team Secret. That's why I'm like sitting here going, you know, Infamous look like they're in such a great position, but one hero gets scythed. And you're already in a huge disadvantage where you just don't want to fight again. If Team Secret force a second one.
Yep.
Ugh.
Amp got BKB now, so even more stacked on him. He doesn't have buyback. If he gets caught now, this is a complete disaster. Infamous needs to be a bit careful. This time they don't have their save alive. Only the global. Secret cannot pierce high ground right now. They're just gonna need to accept, alright, you know what, 45 seconds we're not gonna get farmed for. Secret must have good wards out. They just killed us off and have played in our jungle. Take it easy. Wait for our last guy and let's go again.
Exactly what they're doing. Do not leave the base. You know, give the opportunity. It's like Kezu's trying to find... Okay, he is going to get the Silver Edge up. Reduce some of that damage. I honestly thought the Necro would go for a little bit more... I mean, I can understand survivability. He needs to have more armor than just 17 against this lineup. So going into a Shiva's does make sense.
Shiva's good.
I'm just thinking, like, where does their extra damage and control go? Like, originally he was looking for a scythe, he was looking for that level of control. Now he's gone for full defense. Does this put more pressure on mid one? He wants to finish up his Octarine, but then Okay, he just switched that out for a Bloodthorn.
They need physical damage. I think that's the call there. Have to have more mixed damage types.
Arcane Rune. Lock into a lower cooldown on that Chronosphere.
Regeneration.
Does have buyback, but
He just took both of those runes under the cover of Invis.
Trickster's rule of illusion.
Yapsor's found a target. He's found Tomato. Forest Spirit's going to attack up the hill, so either reveals the fact there's an Observer Ward or there's Nyx Assassin there.
Oh
no! Slider fits at the same time as the Impel. Kezu, however, able to get down that Chronosphere. They hold the Anti-Mage in position. Remember, he's still got the BKB. Break free. The side does go down, but it's already too late. Faceless Void. They turn around. Doing the damage with Amanda style. Even the dual Wyvern can't get the curse off. What a great catch up from King Tekka. MP will be the next to fall. And that may actually be the game 2 heroes without buyback. The Void and the Necro. Infamous. They're going to go on a rampage down the mid. They can take at least 2 lanes of rack so they can push for a GG. They may not know about the buyback situation. Here comes Wyvern's buyback. Benjaz, he pops him through the top. He wants to get the second lane of Brax. They flip the Invoker. Cold Embrace. It won't be enough for save. You have the curse from Puppey, and he puts it on Benjaz. All that's going to happen is Benjaz loses a little bit of mana. Meanwhile, you've lost Yapsor. Mid one, desperately scrambling back to the tier 4 towers. Infamous. Where's the confidence? They're waiting for the other 2 to buy back. Tuskar's so low, and here comes the Anti-Mage in once again with the duel. They find the target. Even Puppey battling against the Tuskar deep in the back lines. Mid one going for a guest Sunstrike. He'll find him eventually. So the saving Tuskar is gone, and the tier 3 tower remains alive without Void or Necro in this fight.
That was still really expensive, though. They had to buy back the Invoker and the Winter Wyvern just to
They
hold.
bought back actually 3. Yapsor bought back
Yapsor bought back 2. It's like, that's a 10k swing, the play that just happened, more or less. So Infamous are in a very, very comfortable position now. They have a lot of gold for buybacks. They have a lot of new items coming out soon. Anti-Mage sitting on 4k right now to buy whatever he wants. Almost BKB on Legion. It's going to make it a lot easier for him.
Bottom lane.
Silencer has Refresher.
They found the Invoker. Could this actually be a dieback right now for mid one? Support is coming in, but Benjaz is just focusing on the Shrine. A secondary Searing Chains. Okay, they're not gonna play it.
I can't imagine how Secret win this next fight.
They see him. Oh, look, it's triggered. Duel will come off. This is horrendous for mid one. If he dies, Kezu has to go for the Chronosphere. Yapsor's nearby. He'll get this on the Legion Commander. Global Silence for the damage. It will be enough with the Scythe. You'll send the Legion down, but Nyx is gone. He has no buyback available. Kezu needs a time walk. 1 second away, but doesn't have the mana anymore. He'll walk up the mana void. Kezu, he's so low. The curse is out. The attack is following towards Kezu. He'll get back into the safety of his own tower. Puppey will not be so lucky, however. Oh, Willie, the Glimmer Cape, back out to safety. MP with the burst heal keeps them alive, and Team Secret scrambling defense.
That was what I was gonna say before King Tekka went for a completely YOLO dive under the tower alone with that duel. That the Silencer has Refresher, and the reason this fight even gets close is that the Legion is alone on that engage. If they jump in together in the global, they could just get the kill or force all these defensive cooldowns like BKBs and Mantas, and then they can refresh and global again and take that key kill in the game. But that ended up really good for Secret. They traded 1-for-1 and there were 2 globals used. That's about the best fight they can hope for under those conditions. So Infamous is still alive in the game, but it's really hard.
Infamous were looking towards Roshan once more. Look at the 2 wards that Infamous also have inside the Dire base. They've got it on the northern and the southern point of the base. They see whenever Team Secret is not home. But then again, what do? You've got no global silence. Your Legion Commander is still down for the count.
Matthew needs to send some shards in there.
Yep. He will. There go the shards. Doesn't really interrupt anything. A quick Sleight of Fist from Tomato. Tuskar. That's problematic for him. A quick little snowball into the Necro. Another Yule Scepter. Here comes Benjaz. He's looking towards Puppey. He wants that curse taken out of the fight, and he might be able to do it, but Puppey, the Glimmer, he gets away in the Chrono. It caught the Anti-Mage. He's in huge amounts of trouble. Benjaz blinks. He's out, or is he? The Deafening Blast regeneration's not enough. He'll buy back. They're going to commit for this, Roshan. They want the fight, but Yapsol's already looking for a kill. He wants to go for somebody else. They still have the blink into Reaper sights available, and they got eyes on the Silencer. He's the bigger kill if they can claim it. The Tusker, sure, his save is a nuisance.
AM is roaching.
He's actually doing it by himself. As long as Roshan stops bashing him, maybe that'll work.
And Secret are not expecting this.
Here you go. Sunstrike. Tuskar's gone. 107 seconds. Roshan, he's almost 236. He is gone. Aegis Immortal Benjaz will get it as well as the cheese. A quick slide of fist, no searing chains. Tornado is up to Sprint is available.
Got the door.
And here goes King Tekka again. The duel's on mid one. Down for 2 minutes with no buyback available. The curse will turn it around. Ember Spirit will fall. But remember, he's your consolation prize. Puppy will die in the trees. Up he goes. Here comes your spirits forward. Tomato is back in once more. 2 heroes lost for Team Secret. No Chronosphere available. It seems like an impossible defense now for Team Secret.
Dire's bottom tower is under
I'm not sure how they're gonna play themselves out of this one.
MP can't even get home.
No.
TP.
They don't have damage. They don't have any damage alive. They can't kill a single hero with the lineup they have remaining here.
King Tekka was forcing the top. There goes your TP. MP's changing his target. Kezu, he needs 18 seconds before Chrono is back off cooldown. MP's trying to defend against Benjaz, but the top lane is being taken up by Tomato as well as King Tekka. Benjaz in the cell, they took care of the bottom, and now they're rotating up towards the top. The final nail in the coffin of Team Secret, and claim their first game of the TI7 group stage. And force Team Secret to have another draw. They already had one against Team Empire earlier today. Mega creeps are up. Still no Invoker. Chronosphere is available, but where is your follow-up damage? You got Refresher if you need the Global Silence to jump forward. Nyx Assassin, Spy Campus. Anti-Mage looking for the kill. Here goes King Tekka once again. YOLO duel. Kehezu will get the double chrono. They're focusing over on the Legion Commander. Dropping her low. Needs to get a little bit lower. Now the sides can be thrown. Legion will fall. Tusker was not close enough. Buyback is available. Silencer stranded on the outside. No mana. Cannot cast anything more. So Silencer will fall as well. They'll lose 2, but Infamous have Megas available.
Infamous have 2 options now. I think they should... It's hard to say, like, what's the worst disaster of a fight they could possibly conjure up?
Infamous?
Yeah, because they
It's a 5-man chrono, all EMP'd, and then they curse on, and then they curse on the anti-mage.
Yes, and then Techies appears with 5 rapiers and a hyperstone. You know, that's not gonna happen.
Techies doesn't need rapiers, he just needs level 25 power.
Yeah, and more crits. Whatever, man. He's gonna show out of nowhere. Look, this anti-mage, the only thing is he has the Aegis Enchies, but no buyback. So if they try to fight with this and it goes completely awfully, they can actually lose the game on not having buyback on him. So they could wait those 5 minutes out and be fine. I think Secret are going to try for that play where they kill him twice. It's kind of their only way back into the game is to find that opening.
You have to keep your eyes on those buyback timers. That's the more critical stat at the moment. The fact the anti-mage and the Ember just don't have it.
Ember doesn't have it either.
Doesn't have it. Like, the buybacks are just so restricted, but Team Secret actually have the one that counts. They have MP's buyback.
And they have the Invoker in 1 minute as well.
Is he expending it? He's expending it to pick up the Sheeva's Guard. Yeah, he is. He's committing in for this completely. Oh, no! Oh! It wasn't enough! Oh, that courier, a lucky duck. That actually would have, like, the delivery of the Shivas would never have happened.
Double damage on Benjaz. They might try for this now. How long is on the Aegis? 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, about that. Minute 20, minute 15.
So what we need to remember is this is a mega creep game, but they're 10k ahead. It's not the classic 20 or 30k lead you would have with megas. So this is a completely losable game if they go in for a very bad fight. Infamous have a lot of tools. They have a lot of leeway for mistakes here, but if all fails...
Watch the 52:04 mark. That's when the Aegis is gone. Benjaz cleaning up shrines while he's here.
What's his DD?
Team Secret have very little to deal with these Megas. They're dealing with so much damage from the Megas, plus then they've got to battle the rest of the Infamous lineup. Infamous just have to play this smart. That's all they have to do. We'll see if it's possible. Team Secret, all pretty clustered back behind. They're thrown apart from Yabsaw. He gets the solo pick off. The Sunstrike will do the work. Matthews lost. No buyback available from him. Anime still on the front lines. You get a Searing Chains on Necro.
They're going to get out right
as well as Wyvern.
Need to get out. That was the Tusk, no buyback, and AM versus Aegis now. They still have 2 globals. Secret don't look like they're interested in chasing.
Well, I think they're still interested in getting enough money to pick up some Maelstrom so they can defend this wave.
Anthony should probably just get a Butterfly now instead of his Treads. His choice.
A tool to teach.
He's opened up the slot. What's coming on the courier? It is Observer Watch. So, nope.
Probably gonna see.
Just get the Eagle Song. His surplus is 4.4k, so it's not enough to pick up the Butterfly and still have buyback. I suppose it's on cooldown for 2 minutes anyway. Okay. What is he doing? He's already consumed a Moon Shard, so
maybe he's getting used to the conditions he'll have with these.
No, I get it now. He's Piccolo. He's weight training. that's all this is.
1:30 on the buyback of AM, 2 minutes on the buyback of Ember.
Observer and Sentry.
Ember needs to not get caught.
Spike Carapace gets the first stun. Yabsaw get the hell out of there. Help is on the way. Tornado won't create space when they both burn the BKBs. Yabsaw is gone, and Vogue has to put his own BKB and the curse from Puppey. A big thing to expend. Maybe they get something else in return. It's the Silencer. If they can remove his global silence from the field, they'd have a chance. But it doesn't happen. Acel gets the other side of the tree lines under the cover of his own Glimmer Cape. He burns his Refresher on for this. So Global Silence committed. They don't have a second one. King Tekka looking for a target to duel on the cover of his own BKB. Does not have it. No more Global Silences, however. They do have the tough snowball save.
Where did the Chrono get used?
I don't know. Maybe it was that first initiation on the Silencer. Didn't have enough damage to really contest him. Either way, focus on the now, which is Manjaz. Manta style, try and dodge out the Splinter Blast. This is just scrambling defense from Team Secret. Their home is under siege. And they need time for Nyx Assassin. Silencer's actually... He started the TP back to the bottom shrine, to his shrine. Like, why is he TPing there?
They might have been like, wait for the next globals, and then someone else just called, no, we can end the game now.
Alright.
And he sticks around. That might be the reason.
Well, here's the jump on Manjaz committing, trying to hit into the racks. BKB protects himself to do it. The snowball keeping Necro out of the fight. Manjaz gets the backline once again, finding Wyvern. You've got Curse up in 1 second time. The Chrono is down. Manjaz is trapped, pushed in by the shards, actually getting out of range of that Sunstrike. The Curse is there on the Ember Spirit, but no one is there to hit him. They have to keep him stunned up. Tomato falling quickly, down for 2 minutes. He doesn't have a buyback. They want another target. They want the Silencer. Faceless Void trying to reach him, but they don't see him. They can't see what they don't kill. That's the wrong way around. Acel will fall. Here goes your Tusker. The duel is up. They've got their target. It's the Invoker. The Sun is not enough creation, but 3 heroes without buyback down. The big man is still there. Manjaz doing the work. Buybacks coming in left, right, and center for Team Secret. Infamous actually could be looking in a position where they don't have a buyback on anybody apart from the anti-mage, and that's exactly the situation. The Dire Ancient is barely alive on 1k HP. The defense will be there from Team Secret. Can they do anything with this window?
Oh, and is he going to do this? Oh, he's not going to do this, is he?
You're expecting him to just to BT in and fight?
He's not going to do this.
Hey, look at the line. Look at the line being drawn. This is the plan from King Tekka. Run this blue line, jump in, and then take out the shrine behind him. What have they got to stop you? Curse, Scythe, Chrono, Suns from Nyx Assassin, a lot of controls from Invoker.
This is absolutely crazy if he goes to this. I can't believe if he does this. This is like...
He's smoked, he's going. He's going.
There's no reason to do this. Wait for your team to spawn, go S5, and just end on the throne. You don't have to do it alone.
He's trying to pull the SGE spots. He's trying to pull the Earthshaker play. He's going through the tree line. It's the SA special. Oh, look at him. They're pinging.
Oh my god.
But that's... No.
Okay.
Yeah. You saw that ping. That was King Tekka. He's like, this is a really bad idea, man.
I'm trying to envision in my head how the communication's going on in the room. Like, there's probably 3 players yelling, don't do it, and then King Tekka just gets up and grabs him, you know? They literally go up. Dude, like, if you do this...
just gonna pull your mouse out right now. Yeah. Back up kick. Back up kick.
This is so crazy.
We're about to hit the hour mark as Team Secret try and defend against Megas. Roshan is available, and in fact, the ping just came out for it as well. They still had the real issue. They just can't push the lanes fast enough. It's Megas, and they don't have cleave-style heroes. You got the Mjolnir over on Kezu, so at least you have that. The Tornado Spam is able to keep the creep waves at bay, but doesn't do enough damage. Yep, but turning mid one into a physical DPS now. And I wonder if it's also worth him completing up the full Hurricane flag. Or someone actually picking up that bloody gem that's sitting in mid too. Did Puppey just... Puppey just saw it. He's just like, hey guys, this is here.
This has got to be the end of the game. This has to be the end of this game.
Is it? How's the Shrine looking? It's regenerating at 3 HP a second, but it's still very low.
They have no glyph. There's an Aegis and a Cheese and 2 globals.
Dude, last time they attempted this though, they just kept dying. And you got buyback on Void, Wyvern, as well as Necro. No buyback, however,
Secret
on
are
the
going to fight them
Invoker.
outside base, I think. They can't let them in.
Oh, Yapsol. He was looking for it. They saw him. They saw him blink down. They'll get the stun out. They see the real target. The global silence is out. They'll try and break free. Benjaz dropping very, very low. He's actually going to go down. The Aegis Immortal will burn. They did commit a decent amount for this one. Reaper Sight still not used by MP, but look at him. They're going in deep. Legion Commander, King Tekka, he's going for the Fortress. They have to commit the curse. No mana for a Chronosphere on Kezu. Matthew's moving up as well. Here comes Yapsol. Back to the fight. The Scythe will pull King Tekka down, but they jumped in with the anti-mage and finally brought down the Fortress. But bloody hell, that was hard. A lot harder than it needed to be. Thoughts in quickly.
Just look at King Tekka. Let's just let it be that.
Oh, King Tekka.
He's hyped.
Thanks for playing, bro. Thanks for playing. We've got more games coming up. Stay tuned for them all. We've got Newbie versus Cloud9 and EG versus Liquid coming up on the main stream. LD and Lumi will be with you for that one. Sind and I are wrapping up us for the day. We'll be back again tomorrow on Stream 3 for IG versus DC and EG versus Newbie. But stay tuned for all the Dota on all the channels for TI7.